has started. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit and we have liftoff at 2:13. The Saturn V building up to 7.6 million pounds of thrust, and it is clear that...
Hey, we get another crack at this life thing again today. This is pretty freaking cool. Hope you have a super freaking awesome day. Okay. Go back to doing what you were doing. Goodbye.
This is the Weather Channel. Coming up right after your local forecast, we'll have more weather information from across the nation, right here on the Weather Channel. This is the Weather Channel. Coming up right after your local forecast, we'll have more weather information from across the nation, right here on the Weather Channel.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Stop hating Mondays. Be a professional and hate the whole week instead.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
That feels great on my abs.
I can really feel this working.
It takes the work out of your workday.
If you can sit, you can get fit. The Hawaii chair.
Hey guys, do you want to learn how to be more popular with girls? Just call 976-GUTS, because...
You want to go out with girls like me? Well, you can. It's easier than you think. All you need is the guts. Just call the pickup line, 976-GUTS. You'll learn the art of meeting girls like us.
976-GUTS. You'll learn where to meet girls, how to meet them, and what to say. $2 plus tolls. Call now.
Invented the Jewel Cooler, the first car vent accessory for staying fresh and cold between your legs while driving around on a hot summer day. This one-of-a-kind breezy upgrade device will magnetically snap onto your car's vent and features our directional head that easily slides under your shorts. Then just crank up the fan speed and live your best life feeling crisp all summer long. I invented the
Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Oh, shit.
doing it.
Jackie Mason. Fucking Bobby's fucking funny. Bobby Grant. I gotta give it to you.
Line of the day, Bobby.
Super creative, super original. There's a show called The Vibe.
Welcome to Tuesday and welcome to The Vibe. Why, thank you. Welcome. Here we are again, folks. That's right. This is The Vibe. Look at me. I'm all summered out. You remember that from the screen? Yo, what's up, bros and hoes? How's everybody doing today? It is Tuesday and it is time for The Vibe. Stream show 336. Yes. A little tribute in way. You can see the reflection of everything in the glasses going on there on the screen. How's everybody doing today? Kind of a tribute to, yes, that's Brian Wilson, and just a tribute to being alive. Welcome to Tuesday, and welcome to The Vibe. I am your host, BF Live. Obviously, I've been off for a week, so I don't know which way to point. There you go. That's right. It is Tuesday, folks, my second show back after being off for a little while. How is everyone doing today? Look at me. I figured in honor of Terry, I've had those summer vibes. I'm picking up the good vibrations, and I'm about to lay down good vibrations for the next 3 hours for all of you guys joining us today. Welcome anybody that's having the midday blues and hanging out in the middle of the day. We're here to cure them a little bit. And for all of our friends over in, across the pond, over in the UK, welcome. If you're getting off of work, come on, hang out with us. Grab your favorite imbibement. Sit back and relax and hang out for 3 hours of fun and positivity. We're going to do the not-so-serious news that I like to do, and we'll talk about those stories at length. I got a whole sheet full of stuff we'll get into there. I think I really want to dig in my personal Perry vault today because I'm having a little Perry, kind of jonesing for Perry Caravello. Shout out to the awesome people that are forming in here for Midday Vibes. This is BF Live, The Vibe. Yeah, and so I have my personal vault of Perry Caravello videos that I pulled myself for my Perry Talk segment. I thought it's a good time maybe go back to the bottom of that folder and review some of that stuff. I got at least one bro checking in backstage, and he's one of the ones that you probably know of already because he is co-streaming this show right now on the Andrew the Giant 96 channel. So let's not wait any longer for him, and let's bring him in right now. He is the man you've been waiting for. He is Andrew the Giant.
Hi.
Happy Tuesday, my friend Andrew. How you doing today, buddy?
Happy Tuesday, buddy. Just got my TV hung up.
Yeah. Excellent. Now, I did hear over, like I said, I was trying to keep up as much as I could when I was off, Andrew, and I did pass by a show that said you got a 55-inch television in your room.
Yes.
You do, huh?
Yes.
Now, do you got cable or anything hooked to it? What are you watching on it so far, bud?
I'll be talking off camera a minute.
Okay. Well, I'll put you backstage. Can I see? Is it about lunchtime, buddy?
Oh, no, they're coming in to set up my TV.
Awesome.
and so I'm gonna turn the camera off.
All right.
And still.
Okay.
Talk.
All right. Well, before you turn the camera off, say hello to everyone checking in from your channels, Andrew the Giant 96.
Hi, guys.
And I'll let you know, Andrew, that I did get a technical message saying that it's currently today. It might just be a today thing that it's currently not broadcasting on your Facebook, which I also noticed that you have attempted to co-stream on Andrew the Giant channel, on your Andrew Flora channel, right? On Facebook.
I am broadcasting it now.
All right. Well, it's showing me having like a little error, says that I lost connection with that channel, but we'll figure out that technical stuff after the show, bro. I'm happy to have you here. Hey, what did you get down with last night after we did the Vibe? You do some streams? What'd you do?
Not much. Just hung out.
All right, boy. Well, I can see that's kind of busy activity in your room. There you go. The camera goes off. So Andrew's going to be audio only for a while he literally gets hooked up.
Yes, my camera is off.
Camera is off. So there you go. You're only audio. Welcome anybody helping out our Andrew. You are audio only. Welcome to the Vibe. Okay, so we'll listen to the goings on in the background. Andrew will comment to you guys, and then we'll wait till he can turn the camera back on to see our boy Andrew again. But yeah, I'm happy to be here. Like I said, it's Tuesday, and let's frame the day. I like to do that. because doing this podcasting stuff, it is July 8th, Tuesday, July 8th. I hope everybody's having a great July so far. It's that second day, or maybe it's your first day getting back to work. Maybe you were lucky enough to have off the Monday after the long 4th of July weekend. Maybe you're lucky enough to have the Friday off and have the Monday off and you recovered. Maybe this is your first day back. Well, I'm here for your midday vibes, folks. If you're back at work, even if you can't watch all the time, just put us in your ear hole. We'll keep that ear hole entertained while you push yourself through your day and get back into life. So let's do it, and let's get into it. I'm going to shout out like people I talked to online, like Terry Nee and Oscar Electric, and just people that I was communicating with on Twitter X prior to the show. Welcome to The Vibe if you're jumping in today. It's so great hanging out and just doing this for 3 hours a day. 3 hours of positivity and positive vibes. That's what we're going to do. How about this, guys? I see there are lots of chats building up. We have family check-in, and I see we have so many great people. That's Andrew.
You're underwater.
Thank you. You're off camera. Yeah, I'm just telling you, before the show, my signal started going underwater. So. But I guess it's my turn. The other day it was Scott's turn. Now my signal is kind of underwater, like my boy Andrew says, but we will press through just the same. And I'm going to go to my media assets. I'm going to go to my elements and run the opening chat family check-in. You're going to go in the chat and let me know what you're doing on a Tuesday. Are you at home? Is this your first day back after the holidays? Is it your second back and you're hating life already? Whatever the case may be, you throw it in the chat and we'll throw them all together. The opening chat family check-in for Tuesday. BF Live The Vibe Stream Show 336. Come on, Signal, and come on, chat family. Let's go.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
We're going to push through these little signal dips that we have in the afternoon. I guess I was lucky enough to make it one day back without a signal problem, but Andrew is off camera. If lest anyone think, they say, where is Andrew? On Andrew the Giant 96. I can see that this show is being showed on here, but where is Andrew? He's currently off camera, literally getting his TV hooked up, so he'll be here audio only for a little bit until he feels comfortable enough to turn that back on. But now it is our turn, folks, to post them. Post them if you got them, and I go for my sound effect, and we go for... That's right, it's post time literally, folks. Post your opening chats. And I will read them. This is the opening chat family check-in. And here we go. And it begins. My friend Pecan checking in first with the Pecan emojis. Thank you for supporting me as a member and utilizing your very own Pecan emoji. Terry Nee is second. Oh, he beat Pecan in with a $2 super chat. I see, I got a sound for that. Thank you, Terry Nee, for the $2 super chat. He says, beat Pecan. Oh, that takes something, too. Pecan says, Goonie Goo Goo, you begonias. He throws the Pecan emojis out there. He says, Unga Bunga, and we always like to get the show started off with a gano. So, what do you gano, my friend Pecan? Thank you for the $2. And as soon as I find out where my video got shifted from when they changed, here we go. Thank you, Pecan. He said, there you go, got the Goonie Goo Goo. And then he checks in his fine fashion where he goes, oh shit, we're doing it and we're having it to Cal. That's right, we're doing it. What does that sound for? You go.
We're doing it.
We're doing it. If Bobby Nick's here, we'll be doing it and having it at the same time. But thank you, Pecan, for the 2. And you get the new sound effect too as soon as I can find out where it is on the board. There it is. Thank you, Pecan. Oh, let me see. And he also comes in with a gifted membership. Pecan. I got something for that one, too. Let me see. We got a new member sound for that one when you member up. Thank you for the membership. Thank you, Pecan, for the gifted membership. I'll let you know who called that. Dead Fool has been lifted and gifted by Pecan. So there you go. That's who called that one. Oh, you guys are so generous. Back to back. I see my signal still having problems. Come on, signal. $2 from Pecan that says, according to Terry Nee, it's Whack a Pecan Tuesday. I think it is because he was in the chat early. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You need to restart your computer. stay here and hold down the fort.
I don't know if I need to restart it, Andrew, but I might need to move my router. I sound pretty bad, bud?
You're pixelated.
My voice is? Or my face?
No, your face.
Okay. As long as they can hear me, I'll go with that, buddy. Oh, I'll go with that. Here we go. Pecan emojis are being utilized by our friend Pecan. Then Terry Nee checks in with another $2 super chat. You get the new sound. Thank you, Terry Nee. Here we go. As soon as I find it again. Oh, here we go. P. And he says P. Cunt, the way our friend Wendy says it with a most generous $2 super chat. Thank you, Terry Nee. Whoop whoop, says Juggalette Jen. BF Live the Vibe. Thank you, Juggalette Jen. Pecan McMahon and Pecan emojis are being utilized by Juggalette Jen. Juggalette Jen, whoop whoop from Pecan. Space Nerd checks in and says, Hoya, you Hoyas. She has 3 appointments later this morning. Hope to catch up later. How you doing, Andrew? Doing okay over there?
Oh,
yes.
Before you leave, I got something for you. Nerd.
There you go. Talk to the nerd real quick. I'll try to go move my router real quick, see if it helps.
Okay, so let's see what people are saying real quick.
There we go. All right, Andrew, I'm back. I think it has more to do with my area than my equipment there, buddy.
Yep.
Thanks for holding it down. Nerd gets the Hoya from Pecan. On my way to the pot shop, Hoya says Mandy Diff.
Oh, yeah.
She's probably always, that's probably a fair statement out of Mandy Diff most days. She's probably always on her way to the pot shop. Let me unbutton and make myself a little comfortable here for the vibe. Hang out with my peoples over here. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's go. Here we go, Andrew. Slurpy emojis are being utilized by Mandy Diff, indicating that she knows that BF Live the Vibe is different and refreshing. Mandy Diff shouts out Pecunt, Nerd, and Jen. Pecunt shouts out Mandy Diff with the Hoya. Live Ween, my most generous bro from yesterday. Thank you, yesterday, for your super chat, friend. He says, Mandy, I will take a pound of your finest local sativa rosin. Thank you very much. Since you're going to the shop, did you got to get enough for all of us, Mandy Diff? You know the rules here on the Vibe. Pecunt shouts out Live Ween. Live Ween says, howdy to Pecunt. The only thing Terry beat you at is the amount spent on adult diapers. And the only one comes up second is Perry Caravello, I would say.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, bro, you got to spend a fortune of all super chat money we give you on fucking adult. Oh, there's Andrew. Look at this. He's back in. Thank you, Andrew, for holding it down. Did they get your TV hooked up already, or are they just off screen enough?
Off screen.
Off screen enough. Well, that's great.
And I'm being called for lunch.
Yeah, you got a lot going on. You're getting TVs installed. I know this is your normal lunchtime. So big superstar, busy Andrew, he'll be in and out during the show for Andrew the Giant 96 channel viewers. But here he is right now. Andrew, what's the first thing you're looking forward to watching on your new television?
Actually, sports.
Of course, I figured that. Sports or porn, but you don't really watch porn on the little stuff, I guess.
Because it's a 4K TV.
All right. Well, there you go, Andrew. Well, I'm glad that you are getting hooked up with a new TV situation. We'll be looking forward to all the sports reports coming up from Andrew and his new TV. But you're going to lunch now, right, buddy?
Yep.
All right. Well, I'll put you backstage. Thank you for coming on camera again, letting us know, and all your friends on Andrew the Giant 96 know. Yes.
I want to be unreplayable sometime soon.
Okay, we'll have to figure that out, and we'll have to figure out how you can imbibe on there too. And you don't really have to drink or smoke or anything. You could be on there just the same, Andrew. Yeah, we'll try to get you on there, buddy. I know that Chris has a lot of people hit him personally. I have some people hit me, but we all got to get together and coordinate on it to make sure that you're the next one on, or one of the next ones on.
Yeah,
right?
we gotta get sports heads reunited.
All right, well, we'll see. You got a whole list of things for me to do here today. I'm going to have to get some pen and paper.
I'd replayables if we need to.
Oh, that would be fun. Maybe because Bone Loads, our friend, has already been on there solo and famously threw up on replayables. He didn't survive replayables too well. He kind of overdrank there. But Andrew, why don't you go to your lunch now, buddy? Is that where you're heading? All right, I'm going to continue on with the chat family check-in. You go do that, buddy. We'll catch up with him when he gets back. Pecan shouts out live. Ween and says, poor Terry. Oh, Lord, poor Terry. Matter of fact, I got something for poor Terry. If you want to honor poor Terry, I have something in the poor Terry category right here. I'm going to show you right now. If you're fans of Terry comes around only once a year, maybe you can get your own Terry action figure. You see it? Bag it up, Terry. Oh, Lord, Terry. Oh, Terry. Oh, Terry. That's right. They have what looks to be a G.I. Joe Terry action figure for 4th of July when Terry makes an appearance. Bobby Nick jumps in. He's not even backstage. He's not on the show. I guess he just woke up and just gifted a membership. Well, thank you, Bobby Nick. Let me see if I can find my new membership sound effect. I'll play it for you. I just made it up this morning. So here you go. You're a member defender. Thank you. Bobby Nick says, won't be here today. Sorry. Uh-oh. Well, at least you let me know in the chat, buddy. I appreciate that. I hope it's just for a not too serious reason, buddy, other than maybe you got to catch up with life and stuff or some sleep, or maybe you got a simple appointment you got to get to. But thank you, Bobby Nick, man. I got guys literally sat here with me through hundreds of shows, man. So I certainly understand and appreciate when you can't make one or two. Kahuna Nui checks in. Thanks, Bob. Thanks for giving me the word through the super chats and all. And always thank you for your support, my friend. Kahuna Nui checks in and says, Mandy Diff, Nerd, and Ween and Pecan. Kahuna checks out Terry. Rini checks in with positive vibes on a Tuesday. We're feeling summery, we're having it, and we're doing it. There's the Nightbot running my friend Shawnee from the Stern Show back in the day. Not high register Shawnee, it's just regular Shawnee. Let me see. Here we go.
It's Shawnee.
Boy, my soundboard gets more and more filled every day, and every time I put something in it alphabetically, it shifts on me. So there you go. Shawnee, that's right. Check out his YouTube page right there. He's starting up the Shawnee Zone. Pecan shouts out Kahuna Nui. Captain Nick gets the love from Mandy Diff. Rini and Kahuna get the love from Mandy Diff. Pecan shouts out Rini with a Hoya. Rini shouts out Mandy. Bobby Nick says hey to Mandy. Rini shouts out our friend Pecan. Pecan, I will let you know that the Nightbot, there's my membership link right there. If you don't have money to super chat every show, but you would still like to support the vibe, you can support me at 2 levels. There's a $4.99 level, $4.99 a month, and a $9.99 level. Thank you in advance. And thank you for all the current members that I have. What's up, Mr. Nick? Giving love in the chat. JFK Headjunk says she spelled sluts wrong. We must have been talking something about the opening chat family check-in maybe or something. I lost context of that one, but how you doing? Let me give you a JFK. It's been a minute since I've seen you in my chat, so let me give you your shot. Oh, and here it is right here. Oh, and I'm not in the board. I got to get in the board, so thank you, JFK. You already got me going the right way. Here we go. Going to the board. So there, now it's connected, and now I'll play his sound. There we go. What's up, my friend? The Reverend checks in. I got guts, says the Reverend Wild Bill. You sure do, man. Mandy Diff says, as long as you're on later today, Nick. Uh-oh. See, the people are already, when Bobby Nick, God forbid, if Bobby Nick just takes off or misses a show, the people want and demand their Bobby Nick, much like MTV. And I'll remind you ahead of time that we know that Wednesdays is the Bobby Nick day for as far as his music goes in the lounge. So that's the day you'll be looking forward to tomorrow, for sure. Reverend Wild Bill gets the love from Kahuna Nui. There's the Shawnee Zone bot being ran again. Bobby Nick shouts out Kahuna Nui. The Reverend Wild Bill gets love from Mandy Diff. Kahunar gets love from our friend Mandy Diff. The Big K gets love from the Reverend Wild Bill. Reverend Wild Bill shouts out Mandy Diff with a hogue. Maybe he meant hi, or I think he meant H-I-G-H, and that's a keyboard thing. Well, don't ever threaten me with a good time. I'm always at the ready. FTG, says our friend Reverend Wild Bill. Stacy freaking Allen, what did you do? Where have you been? You have been most missed in the BF Live, the Vibe chat. I imagine you're having a busy summer and a busy working summer. The lovely Stacy Allen checks in. I got to hit one because, man, it's been a month. It's been a minute. Let me see. Let me play the right one. Come on, let's go. Here we go.
She's my cherry pie. I can't really sing this song.
A longtime chat family, friend, and contributor to the Vibe, the lovely Stacy Allen checks in on a Tuesday. There's the Nightbot running all of our friends' bot boxes right there. Scott Fitzpatrick, One Stop Shopping, the Prop Master on YouTube, also the Angry Iguana 112, where you can get all of this stuff from the hole. You can find all of their clips running in their boxes as they go by. FTG says Kahuna Nui, Cowabunga Dean. Party on. Let's go. We're cowabunga. We're having it. It's a summer vibe. Bobby Nick is a Canadian hero, says our friend Peacunt checking in. Peacunt shouts out the Reverend Wild Bill with the Hoya. Peacunt shouts out, Hoya shout out from the Reverend Wild Bill. It's so great to see Brian in here as well. They're like, whoa. He's saying Hoya from Japan at 1 a.m. The vibe is worldwide. Brian Kowalczyk. That's awesome, man. Safe travels that you're in Japan. Thank you for letting us know that you're checking in from all over the world. That is great. Thank you, Brian, for staying up late and checking in with us. By the way, update. The boss is 80% back. Still feeling weak. Well, that's that 80. I love that, man. I wish it was 100. I wish it was 110, but I think I love that high percentage right there, Wild Bill. And please, blessings of strength for the Mrs. Reverend Wild Bill. Kahuna Nui says, keep your hands out of Perry's vault.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, man, Perry loves me. I can put it in it. We're going to go into Perry's vault. Let me see. Brian Kowalczyk gets the Hoya from Peacunt. Brian Hoya from Reverend Wild Bill. Hey, ya boys from the Brian Kowalczyk. Matt checks in with his rent, and he says, Hoya to me and the Midday Freaks that assemble here every day, Monday through Friday. How you doing, Matt? Thanks for bringing the vibes. Hoya, everyone, from my big sister. She checks in. It's Kathy sitting at home watching me. Moom checks in and says hi from the Andrew the Giant 96 channel. Well, Moom, I will let you know, or Moo-M, whatever one you go by. I will let you know that currently Andrew the Giant is off camera. He's getting his lunch, but we'll bring him back as soon as he comes back to Andrew the Giant 96. Japan Brian Kowalczyk. Wow. Oh, and wow, says Stacey Allen. Hi, Moo says again. Kathy Linder Hoya from Peacunt. Moo says, I love your channel. There you go. He's on Andrew the Giant 96. Well, Moom, or Moo-M, if you have a minute, would you please come over to the channel that this show is emanating from, BF Live The Vibe, and give me a free like, share, and subscribe. I would appreciate it. It helps my numbers as well. Kathy Linder Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. Rini says, I just got unexpected visitors. Got to get leaving this open. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you for coming in and even just spreading just a few minutes of positive vibes, Rena. I hope you have a great day, whatever you do. There's Andrew the Giant's night box, where you can get his Cash App, his PayPal, and Andrew the Giant 96. All of the Andrew links are in that box. How is your day going, says Moom. Our day is going pretty well, thank you. It's great to have great people with bring positive energy like yourself joining us from Andrew the Giant 96 channel. There's the Shawnee's Own bot again. Rini Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. Fuck yeah, Andrew. Duck Juice from Matt checking in. He's currently away now, but Andrew's got a lot of stuff going on. He is currently eating lunch while he's getting his new 55-inch television kind of hooked up and installed in his room. So it's good. So Moom, I think he's having a great day so far. Tiffany Washington says, good afternoon, everyone. Bart is home and relaxing in bed. So we got the Mrs. Wild Bill at 80% health. I believe my sister's back's getting pretty good. You seem like you were getting okay. You could tell us how you're feeling today in the chat, big sis. And then now we know that Bart is at home. So I'm glad that all of our people are feeling better and well. Stacey Allen Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. There's the night bot for Bobby Nick in the lounge, which will be tomorrow. It's $1 per song. It's like he's bringing like a MTV back. And if you want to hang over there tomorrow or know where the Rumble links are, you can get them all right there as they go by in the chat. Matt Bones Up from Peacunt. Just a Guest checks in and says, hey, Buffalo. That's right. After knowing Bob for many years one day, and he was on his show, I super chatted him, or I sent him a chat, and he pulled it up and he goes, Buffalo Bobby Fran. I'm like, when is it? And ever since, there's been a Buffalo attached to my name. Peacunt shouts out Tiffany Washington with the Hoya, while Bill says Tiff Wash, H-I-G-H. Peacunt gets the love from Matt. Peacunt shouts out Just a Guest with the Hoya. Hi, Tiffany, from our friend Matt. Just a Guest, Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. Hey, Peacunt from Tiffany Washington. And Tiffany Washington shouts out Wild Bill. Robot Voice says, Wild Bill, I'm sorry. I think, shout out to the 32 awesome people in here. Coming in and watch the vibe, folks. 34 now. Come on, keep coming in. I got plenty of chairs. I got at least 36 chairs in the back. We're going to do the BF Live, the vibe, not so serious news. I have some great videos and some sound clips, and we're going to have a lot of fun today for the next 3 hours. Just a Guest checks in and shouts out the Reverend Wild Bill. Thank you, the wave, let's see, from our friend Matt. Hoya, Reverend Wild Bill from Stacy. Boomer Wi-Fi says, Terry Nee, I resemble that remark. How dare you? I still got I got my AOL disc. My AOL disc is almost out of its free 50 hours. There you go. You know how that goes. Terry Nee. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Matt from Tiffany Washington. Terry Nee Takao from the Reverend Wild Bill. Hoya, the Reverend Wild Bill from Terry Nee. Mandy Diff shouts out Tiffany, Stacey Allen, and Terry Nee. Hey, Tiffany Washington says HIGH Mandy. Domo arigato, BF, Mr. BF Roboto. Domo arigato, Mr. BF Roboto. Let's see. Okay, let me say. I resemble that remark in that I will say this. Oh.
I am a robot.
All right, well, maybe I am some days. King of all diffs checks in for positivity. In the midday, Just a Guest says, I'm doing CPR training today and having a lunch break. Well, that is awesome, man. And that is something I will confess that I might know the fundamentals of it just by seeing it, but I can't say that I remember, well, this is work a while ago, taking like a certified course. But that is very important to know in certain situations, especially like on airplanes and things of this nature, you understand, where you could be very helpful to someone. So that is awesome that you're learning CPR today. Worry about helping others. Hey, Terry from Tiffany, Washington. Hey, King of all diffs from Tiffany, Washington. Pecan shouts out King of all stiffies. Yeah. King of all stiffies. How you doing? I thought he was just happy to see me. Mandy Diff gets the love and the hooks from friend Matt. Tiff gets the love from Terry Nee. Tiffany Washington gets the love from King of all this. The Reverend Wild Bill says, how do you get a wrench on this show like most have here? I just want to know so I don't make that mistake. Oh my... Reverend Wild Bill, I'm sorry. So many of you are worthy, and it just come by happenstance. And Terry Nee will be poking me like that endlessly about that now. Matt, King of all dabblers, from King of all diffs, from Mandy Diff. Exactly, Reverend Wild Bill. Hey, see, there's the wrench instigator right there. Matt Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. King of all diffs says, filled of puss diff. Hoya, Reverend Wild Bill from Matt. As we're nearing the end of the opening chat family check-in, Tiff checked in for me, home and relaxing, says just Bart. Awesome, Bart. And this came at 12:19, Kathy, so I think the signal's gotten better. Thank you, big sis. The Reverend Wild Bill checks in for $2, and he says, because I want to. And so, therefore, I play this sound because I want to, and it's something I made up today for some super chats, so let me do that. Thank you. Whoop. Thank you, Reverend Wild Bill, for that $2 super chat. Mandy Diff is having fun with emojis as always. The Reverend Wild Bill has been a bro much longer than this. I can't believe that I'm getting past 12 months a year now for another 12 months. And he uses his membership chat, which you will get if you sign up for a membership here on The Vibe. You can use that as well. So there you go. Thank you for that. And let me find my little M. I got to go back and forth. I got to put these sounds together so they're together on my board. Here you go. I'll put... Thank you for being a member and a defender, the Reverend Wild Bill. Post time, says my sister. Porch Monkey Express checks in and says, alert, Tits McGee is in the chats giving everyone real names. Why is she doing this? Okay, Porch Monkey Express. The video is bad, but I'm assuming it's gotten better, says the Reverend Wild Bill. Let's see. Porch Monkey Express, I give my real name every time I chat, says the Reverend Wild Bill. Matt moves on and laughs. Talk, Andrew. Breaking news, says Just a Guess. Matt simply says, insertion. Oh my, people, insertion. People who don't want their names, though. I'm over here now, Bobby Nick giving Andrew the Giant channel some love as well. Thanks, Bobby Nick. What's up, Big Pimpin' Andrew? Andrew emojis being utilized by Pecan, who is a member here on The Vibe. Andrew getting love from my sister. Ween getting love from Mandy Diff. Reverend Wild Bill is having fun using all of the membership emojis because he supports me by a monthly membership. Hey, Wayne from Tiffany, Washington. King of all diffs says, to anyone who doesn't mind, please pray for Texas Hill Country. Let's do that because I know many of us seen just even in quickly in passing, they had the torrential downfalls and the flash flooding in Texas. And unfortunately, there were lives lost from many young girls that were at a camp there. Camp counselors and young women themselves. It's a terrible tragedy. And yes, if you pray or whoever you talk to or reach out to or speak out to, positive words and vibes for all of their family members, because I don't think any of us can imagine or would ever want to go through something like what the people are going through in Texas. Thank you for the reminder, our friend, King of all diffs. Sports, says the Reverend Wild Bill. You never know. You never know when Andrew's right. He's going to come through the sports on the TV. Tiff getting the love from Live Ween. There's the Shawnee Zone link again. I'm running that a lot. A 4K TV. It's get what? So it's a gay TV? Yes, it has 4K. Yes. Live Ween from Matt. Live Ween, LOL Ween from Tiffany, Washington. Matt gets the love from Live Ween. King of all diffs gets love from Peak Hunt. Matt, yes, 4K, not to be confused with 2K, LOL. Andrew equals we all drink. The Reverend Wild Bill checks in with another generous membership. Thank you, Wild Bill. You're a member defender. A gifted membership. And look how chat family works, because JFK Head Chunk, or I like to say Headshot, caught that membership. That's how chat family works. Thank you, the Reverend Wild Bill. And of course, thank you, JFK Head Chunk, for always being around. Terry Nee with a Kung Fu grip for BF. That's right. Everybody's Kung Fu fighting. Peacunt, thanks. I'm delivering temporary housing to Kerrville today. Thank you for the insight about what you guys do, because so many of you are out here really doing really great, real good stuff for people. And King of All Diffs says, Peacunt, thanks. I'm delivering temporary housing to Kerrville today. It's going to be sad. Wow, that's amazing. Just peace and strength for those people. Popkey checks in and says, good morning, fuckeroonies. Chris to the pop to the key checking in on a Tuesday. Hi, Popkey from Tiffany, Washington. You're welcome, King of All Diffs, Chug's brother. That's quite a shirt, BF, isn't it, though? I got the summer vibes going on here. Hey, Tiff from our friend Popkey. Chris to the Popkey from Peacunt. Good morning, cunt. Right on back from Popkey. I want my Bobby Nick, huh? You got to calm down. The man's got to breathe and go out and get a cheeseburger, go to a doctor appointment, or maybe just take a nap sometimes. Even though if he's not sleeping, I guess that means he's doing something, because normally the Bobby Nick I know, if he's not sleeping, he's on a show. So that tells me he really has something to do, either catch up on sleep or catch up on life. Puff Puff Pass says, the Reverend Wild Bill, don't threaten me with a good time. Miss you all too. Work sucks, says Stacey Allen. Heading to a meeting right now. Love you all. Well, I know that I want this show to be a pit stop in the middle of the day for hardworking people like yourself, but I understand that many of you might not be able to be available live when we do the show. But thank you for stopping in when you can, and thank you always, Stacy, for your great contributions to this show. Nightbot, what do you gonna know from the Reverend Wild Bill? Kate Rio, look at this, another friend. What's up, Kate? And hello, John. Even from Japan, he checks in. What a guy, says Brian Kowalczyk. Great making new friends, Kate Rio, when I went up to the show. Thank you, Kate, for checking in on the vibes today. Thanks for letting us know you're out there. Reverend Wild Bill Hoyer from Peacunt. Kate Rio gets the love and the Hoyer from Peacunt. Peacunt, what do you know from the Reverend Wild Bill? Kate says Hoyer to Peacunt. OG Mumbling Nick, member for 2 months. Good to see you, Mumbling Nick. He says, good to see you, Bobby. What are the odds of you making an appearance on the Shawnee Zone for a one-off reunion show? Well, Mumbling Nick, first of all, thank you, bro. Thank you for not only being here today with this 2 months chat, but thank you because you were one of the original guys that jumped in when we started doing the Shawnee Zone on the Shuli Network, and you were like, bro, I love this. I love Shawnee. Me and Shawnee grew up together, and you made me part of the whole brohood. I appreciate that, Nick. I have had communications with Shawnee and just give him little pointers here and there, a little push along the way about getting his channel established. And I told Shawnee exactly that I'm willing anytime he wants to. I don't think he knows quite when he's available to do shows, bro. So he's just jumping on. But I will do a show if Shawnee will have me. I think he does. I told him that let's do this. Let's put together a reunion show and do it just like old school on his channel, Nick. Stay tuned for that. That will happen soon. And thank you, Nick, for being a member and right here on the vibe. I appreciate that, Nick. Thank you, man. And I understand I got a message about doing something else with you, so DM me and let's reach out and we'll figure out a date where maybe you and I can do something together as well. Thank you, Mumbling Nick, for being a bro longer than that. OG Mumbling Nick continues to be one here. Popkey says you can get a lot of yellow cab in Japan. Matt throws it out on, there's right there on Andrew the Giant channel. Anybody that's joining this show from over there, if you have a minute to click on that link and give me a free like, share, subscribe, I would certainly appreciate it because we're about 3 hours of positive vibes and I like some high numbers too. Hey, Bobby Nick, you're getting the cigarettes up from our friend Matt. OG Mumbling Nick Hoyer from Peacunt. Hi, Nick from Tiffany, Washington. Peacunt gets the love right back from Nick. Hola. Hola, players. Says, give me Bezos checking in from BF Live The Vibe. What's up, Bezos? Nicholas Leibold checking in again from the Andrew the Giant 96 channel. OG Mumbling Nick shouts out Tiffany Washington, says, hey, give me Bezos Hoyer from the Reverend Wild Bill. Hola, give me Bezos. That means hello from our friend Peacunt. Give me Bezos. Hi from Tiffany Washington. Jen's Big Giant Man Balls make a second day appearance here and says, they win. Bottom of the lake for me. Pass on that. Welcome, Jen's Giant Man Balls. The most geriatric chat in podcasting. Are you talking about mine? About oh yeah, you're right, because with all the injuries we got, bro, I need like an injury reserve list for my sister. We got the misses, we got all kind of injury. We got FJM, we're checking in. Where's FJM? I hope he's okay. Hello again, says Nicholas Leibold. What's up, just a guest checking in. As I want to get to the bottom of this chat so we can get on with the show. I remember when Tokay proved unequivocally that BF is a robot. Not true, I repeat, not true. I might resemble that remark.
I am a robot.
From time to time. Hey, you fat pig, I say good day to you, sir. The fat pig checks in. For positive vibes in the middle of the day on a Tuesday. How you doing, fat pig? Live Ween Hoyer from the Reverend Wild Bill. Hi, Andrew. There's Andrew, still empty chair. Howdy, Bill from Live Ween. The fat pig, good day, sir. From the Reverend Wild Bill. Pecan says the fat pig to cow. There's FJM, our stinted friend. The calcified kid. The reason he has that nickname, for those who don't know, is because literally his arteries were so blocked up with calcium, we call him, or he gave himself, we call him the calcified kid. My calcified friend, FJM, checks in. AJ gets love from Pecan. CPR is easy. Just pound the chest with your fist and yell, live, damn it, live, damn it. Well, I also know that you're supposed to, I think what I'm counting on, Popkey, is that last version that I heard of where you're supposed to do staying alive. So if I ever resuscitating anybody, you will hear me going, ha, 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 staying alive, staying alive. Ha, ha, ha. I remember we heard the rhythm. The proper rhythm is if you do it to Staying Alive to the Bee Gees. Ironically enough, a song about staying alive. So I'll be going, whether you're a brother, whether you're a mother, you, ha, 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 ha. Come on, live, damn it, live. I'll be doing that whole mix of shit, like beating on them and all that kind of shit, Poppy. That'll be my CPR. That's what I tried to do in theory, says Just a Guess. The Fat Pig says, when I hear BF, it makes me think of something different. Boom, roasting. Bowel movement, boyfriend. Boom. Oh, how dare you? You got roasted meat so good I can't even think. Pecan to cow from the Fat Pig. Just Bart Hoyer from our friend the Reverend Wild Bill. FJM gets the Hoyer from Pecan. Live Ween says, when I get a wrench, I politely ask for it to be removed because I'm a stoner who accidentally blocked someone and I have no idea I did it. Now Nicholas is giving some love to the BF Live the Vibe channel. I see you over here. Fat Pig says to Cal to the Reverend Wild Bill. Late Ween gets a laugh from Tiffany Washington. Nicholas Leibold gets love right away from Pecan. Don't you die, you son of a bitch. Don't you die, you son of... Don't fucking die. Don't fucking die. Something like that. I'll be doing the whole combination shit, beating on him, everything. Singing. Why is he over there singing? I'll be singing More Than a Woman or another song. Let me see. Hoyer, Reverend Wild Bill. Just Bart Hoyer from Pecan. Oh, let me see. I think I'm near the end of the bottom. There is the Bobby Nick in the lounge link with the in the lounge shirt and all that Space Chief 75. That's all in there. All of our boys link basically beating him off. There's Bone Load saying just driving to work. Ha ha ha. There you go. FJM says, I'm here, BF. Where else would I be? Why we just gotta, with the health conditions, bro. We're like, I want to go dogman hunting with Shawnee. He could sell tours. I bet he could, Popkey. Well, this is great, guys. I think we're finally near at the end of the, let's see. Bobby doesn't sleep. He just waits. That's right. He just waits for the other podcast. King of all this, thanks for doing what you do. Prayers for Central Texas, except around Tom Gully's house. I wouldn't even go there. I don't even want that bad chi, man. My 16-year-old daughter is working as a camp counselor this summer. I couldn't imagine. Yes, Poppy, and I've had my children, when they were younger, they stayed in those camp situations too. So you put yourself and your family in that situation, and even right, and you can just, it makes you feel it that much more, I think. Let me see. Hey, what's up, King of all this? You got it, buddy. I took a Duke earlier today. Where you go? There you go. My sister acknowledges the poor people in Texas. Let's see. All right. I'm going to get through this. All right. I think we're just about done with the opening chat family check-in, except I just saw some colors come in here from Pecan. Come on, Pecan. Matt Chewbacca just became a member thanks to the generosity of my friend Pete Cunt. All right, everybody. Ching Chong checks in and says, read this. Oh, that's that. Welcome, Ching Chong. Ching Chong. Welcome to the China Club. It's so sad. Prayers for Texas. We got, really? I haven't had enough time reading the shit I can read. You're going to open up Moopers with our friend with Bruce Willis over there. All right, guys, with that, what do you say we get on with the show? I got not so serious news. I got fun clips and articles and sound bites that we can get into. That was just the fun of opening the show. That was just BF Live the Vibe. That was just the beginning. That was the that was the opening Chat Family Check-In. We're getting ready to do the not so serious news. That was the Chat Family Check-In. Now on with the
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
That's right. That's what you're going to do here. No Andrew yet. You're going to talk amongst yourselves. You're going to talk with me, and we're going to hang out and create 3 hours of positivity and have fun in the middle of the day. That's what we do here on The Vibe. Welcome to everyone joining The Vibe all around the world, and it's great to see that people are literally checking in from all around the world. I love that. I need a little map to show. Got Japan. Excuse me, my wrong Asian state. Sorry, stereotypes. Over there in Japan and what have you. People across the pond, thank you, and welcome to The Vibe. All right, well, maybe, some people you got there, you probably flew there. I got there in different ways, but let me know if you think you can get around this way. Uh-oh, crikey. What we have here, folks, is we have a face-off. We have the elusive Florida gator, and we have a kitty cat. Let's see how this ends, folks. Oh, shit. He made that gator its bitch. Oh, he got gay. I didn't expect that to end like that. That is not the ending. I thought this was going to be some Wild Kingdom shit right here, boy. How did this happen? How did that happen? Amazing. That's a confusing food chain shit right there. I'll say, he took his back. Yeah, he did. Granny's new lover, says Widow Killer. Hey, Widow Killer, thank you for checking in. Thank you for all your enthusiasm and your contributions in our Twitter. You can go to the 100 Proof Podcasting Discord. I said Twitter by mistake. And in there's a BF Live section. I want to thank my friend Widow Killer, among others, who dropped me stuff in there, ideas for the show and all. That was gangsters, as our friend Bobke, wasn't it, though? Yay, dogs and weed, that's all we need, Ween. Oh. Hell yeah, nerd. The Reverend Wild Bill, what is Tikal? What? Ooh, you want to? I'll have him answer that. We'll see. All right, I see you backstage, buddy. I'll bring you in a minute. I see you turn your camera on and off. And I see another friend coming back. So we're going to have friends joining us. We're going to do the not so serious news. I'm going to read a couple stories, and we'll have fun discussing them at length when we do the not so serious news. All right, I did want to pull this article real quick, so I got that one ready. All right, why don't we do that in a minute? That was a fun video right there. Let's see, it is Tuesday. It is that bastard day of Monday. We don't quite know what to do with it, but we're going to make the most of it. And the way we're going to do it is we do it hanging out with you and friends. So I think the original guy, the sports guy, is ready. I got 2 guys backstage I'm going to bring in. So I'm going to bring in the Human Sports Ticker now. I think he's ready to go. We'll see how he's making out, what he had for lunch, and how the TV assembly is going. It's Andrew the Giant. He's back.
Hi.
What's up, buddy? What'd you have for lunch? Let me see your face. I was going to guess. No, I can't. Not enough to guess. Not today. What'd you eat, buddy?
I had tuna salad and carrots.
Yeah, tuna salad and carrots.
Fruit.
All right, buddy. Well, a lot of people have been checking in from Andrew the Giant 96 channel. You want to say a quick hello to them?
Hello, everybody.
I think Nick Leibold, among others, have been checking in from Andrew the Giant 96 channel. All of our friends are here, whether it be on Andrew the Giant 96. No tapioca in his beard today. That's what we call it. All right. Well, we're not done bringing friends in today. Now, I know that a lot of you people know of this guy if you're up real late at night. And you know a lot of him out because he's in my chat every day. Well, he's actually going to come and kind of stop in and hang out with us today. But you know him best as, well, some of you do, as the commissioner. The commissioner of these great wrestling matches that we have with all of these characters in our universe here. This is the guy that puts all that stuff together. He's stopping in to say hello again today. He is the commissioner of that said wrestling league. It's Commissioner Pecan. Joins us.
Yo, Goonie Goo Goo.
Goonie a Goo Goo, my friend. A Pecan.
What's up,
How you been,
Andrew?
buddy?
I'm doing good, BF. How you doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good. It's great to be back with my friends. As much fun as it is to be off, man. I miss being around everybody. How you been?
I've been doing all right. Been awful busy lately. I told you that earlier.
Well, yeah, busy. And then now, how does that jive with you making all these matches, buddy? On average, like Bobby Nick is premiering at least 2 a night that I've noticed lately. How long does it take you to do one match?
It depends. Because I gotta set it up and everything, and then I gotta let it play out, and then then I gotta upload it, and that takes a while, and then And then,
that's kind of what I'm getting at. It's not easy, and I know that you're trying to have a regular job and do these. So, is this like a 2-hour sit down thing? Is it a 3 hour?
Pretty much a good 2 hour or 3 hour. It depends because sometimes I'll do more matches and then do them later.
Yeah. And I'm sure you go back and like rethink of things. Like I can put this picture here. I can make this better. I can do this, right? Sure, you'll probably be a perfectionist with it and keep going back on them.
I try to be.
Do you use AI or do you play the characters yourself?
Well, Andrew, what I do is I'll take somebody's picture and just paste it basically on the face of the wrestler and then go by that and then create the whatever attire I want to put to whoever it is.
How do you play the matches out? Do you
just think of it in my head. It depends on I just think it in my head, just what I think, would be cool or funny. I try to make it a little humorous too, especially like, when Wendy comes out and she's wearing, the purple attire and everything and
that's great.
How she comes out like George the Animal Steel and all that. I try to make it also humorous, not just,
Yeah, there's always
serious.
He always tries to personalize it. Whether he have like he has a Scott like kind of walking out and doing the kind of the dancing, everything. There's always like big personal elements that P kind of throws in there about the personalities of the people that are wrestling. Yep. And so Wendy, if you ever never seen Wendy wrestling or read what wrestling in a wrestling singlet, I'll say that 10 times. You can use that emoji right here on BF Live The Vibe. There is actually a Wendy in her purple wrestling singlet. That's one of the fun emojis you can have fun with here on BF Live The Vibe. And you can also see her wrestling. She's probably wrestled everybody at this point, right? P Cunt?
Okay, I think she's had more matches than anybody that I know of so far.
That's wild.
But I love Wendy. I mean, she gets into it. I mean, everybody gets into it. That's what I love about it. Everybody gets into it and has fun with it, and they act like they're serious about it. Like a WWE. Just the whole pretending thing.
Well, I've told you I've been podcasting with these guys for a couple years now, and pretty much it's 50-50. Half the people hate it, and half the people love it. You are the only person that's ever made any of the people that kind of hate it even want to come around to wrestling. So I say that's kudos to you, man. It's just because they see how much fun and silliness it is, I guess.
Oh yeah, I just think it's just funny. Because at first, I just did it for my own personal thing, and then I started showing to you and Bobby Nick and others, and then it just kind of...
Yeah, and you've even gotten love. You've done many matches for Perry Caravello. I loved you had the Perry versus Tony Hawk match, and you're getting love from the Perry Caravello universe, which we're kind of missing right now because after he did his last show, they decided they were going to be off most of the month of July, other than maybe like a pop-up members-only show. I'm not sure if Bob... On Tuesdays, Bob has just started a new show with Jim PCL. I think it's the Perry Chronicles or something like that.
Yeah, they're doing it tonight at 9.
Do they have it listed? I'm going to see if it's marked right now. There you go.
It's on there.
All right, thank you, buddy. Because I will definitely promote it. There you go, live. I'm going to, and he, as he says, he speaks the truth tonight. Jim Gray. Jim Gray, which is fun, man. And look, for you people that really don't know a lot about Perry, and Bone Loads really turned me on to Perry about 4 years ago or so, a little more than 4 years ago or so. Our friend Bone Loads, co-host and bro here on the chat. But there's the preview right there, episode 2. So what I was getting at, what I liked about this P-Con is this is great for like people, the come later fans to learn about the origins of Perry and how, the show started out and all.
Yeah.
Even like Tom B, the producer, was on last week, and he wasn't even around for some of the Big 3 stuff and some of the stuff that went down prior to him producing Perry Caravello Live. So if you want to fill in the blanks and just hang out and have fun and ask Jim and Bob silly questions, or maybe Tom will pop on again if he has time. Dude, at 9 o'clock tonight on the Perry Chronicles on the Levy-verse with Hollywood Jim Gray and Bob Levy. Yes, Andrew.
I got a question. How long has Perry been in show business?
Well, I know that Windy City Heat happened back in the 90s, Andrew, and I understand he did a Big Three podcast. He tried a couple different versions of podcasts, so he's been trying at the game at least since the 80s, from probably the 80s or the 90s from what I can tell. But as far as this recent incarnation of PCL with Tom B, I think it's only been like roughly 4 years and all. But that's the exact kind of stuff that you can find out by tuning in tonight, 9 p.m. on the Levy-verse, and you got the man himself, Jim PCL. He's like one of the main moderators, and he got kind of organizes all of these crowdsource things when they raise like $100 or a couple $100 for Perry to do crazy shit. Jim is kind of involved in all that. You can watch that later on tonight.
Bones.
There you go. But yeah, Bone Loads was in here when you were gone. Hey, everybody wants to say hello to P-Cunt, Space Nerd.
What's up there, Space Nerd?
You got Tiffany Washington checking in. Live Ween. There you go. Look at Reverend Wild Bill salutes you using the membership emojis here on the channel.
I want to do a freaking show with you again, man.
Mm-hmm.
I know you don't do Saturdays have been busy for y'all, but when you have a free Saturday again come up, I've been trying to get a hold of your ass to come on no field.
There you go. You talking about P-Cunt or me?
Bones.
Oh, Bone Loads. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, man. Space Nerd says, I need to get 100 XP points before I leave for my next appointment. She said that a while ago. But there she goes. She just started by hitting me up with a $2 super chat. Thank you, Space Nerd, for that. She's trying.
She's in fourth right now.
There you go. P-Cunt's keeping you up. Yes, 175, she says. Look at P-Cunt using the very Wendy emojis that we were discussing right here. You can only enjoy them if you're a member right here on the Vibe. She says, I'm tied for third as of that chat. Can P-Cunt insert a guitar into a waist and legs? Interesting. A guitar into a...
I can do that.
Would you want to be like just a guitar like wrestler or something like that? Maybe, I don't know.
They have where somebody comes out like with a guitar in their hand. It's supposed to have been a couple of years ago. They had was it Machine Gun Kelly was in one of the games.
Was he?
It's got his entrance coming out where he's like smashing the guitar as he comes in.
I always think Honky Tonk Man or Jeff Jarrett or something.
Oh
like
yeah,
guitars.
Yeah. It's got Honky Tonk Man on there.
I'm third, says the Reverend Wild Bill. There's Bobby Nick using those WWE Wendy emojis. Where else are you going to see a Wendy in a wrestling singlet? Right here in my emojis as a member on the Vibe. Space Nerd, 3.5 from the Reverend Wild Bill. I'm third, Reverend Wild Bill. To be fair, you are the first third place person. Oh my God, they're arguing about their status. I'll stay safe and not wrestling, says Stephanie Washington. She wants to stay out of it. FJM says Space Nerd. Hate when I go for an appointment and they give the wrong doc's name or she is not there. I'll tell you, they'll tell you who's seeing you next. You know what I don't like is when I make a doctor's appointment and like you said, if you sit and wait for them, that's okay. But the opposite isn't always okay. It's like they have no problem wasting your time. But God forbid if they waste your time. Only one way to settle this, Nerd and Bill. Cam up and pop those tops. Uh-oh.
There you go.
That's one way to settle this competition. There you go.
All right.
They're having fun. I like that idea, Ween, says Space Nerd. I like to share. Popke says Bill has the bigger boobs. Renwild Bill says 3 is my favorite number. Tom is a furry, says Articulate John. Allegedly. I don't know if that's true or not, but let's see. Sure, Popke, says our friend Space Nerd checking in. Let's see. Since 1992. Ween, I'm at 52. Since 6/26/92. That's when they've been doing it. There you go. Since 6/26/92 or 93, says Bone Loads. There's you got the years coming in there. All right, so there you go. He's been trying to be a star. Let's see. Let's keep on. FJM, have that specialist. Admiral Butterfingers checks in and says, "What's going on, boys?" From into the Giant 96 channel. The Space Nerd thanks me. My goodness, I must thank you. Red Wild Bill, you are on top of me on the list. Wait a minute. That sounded. Andrew, you're getting shout out love from FJM. He knew what I was going for. Andrew's laughing at that one, being on top of you. Matt says, BF, can you please let Andrew know you has a little shit? Oh, you has or he has a little shit on his shirt? He has.
I don't see it.
Yeah. We got to be
Ain't
grateful
talking
that he
about
has a shirt on. What are you talking about? All right, man.
I ain't talking about
So
the Green Bay. I ain't because he's wearing a Green Bay.
Oh, okay.
Green
Thank
Bay,
you. You got the
Packers.
bigger joke out of that in real time. There you go. He got what I think the way I would have got that better is he's got some green shit on his shirt. He's got some G or some shit. There you go. It's a bitch to clean jizz out of your furry costume. I heard this from a friend. All right. Space Nerd's having fun, rushing and getting all her chatting done before she leaves. Well, I hope your appointments go well today. Well, look, here you go. We got a smiling Andrew joining us from Florida. We got the one and only Commissioner Pecan joining us, hanging out today. And we're just now getting started in the second hour of the Vibe. 3 hours of fun and positive vibes, hanging out with my bros right here. Hey, what do you say I do this right now? I'm going to slide over to my news desk because I know that I have a couple few news stories that I'm going to read to you over there. And we'll talk about them at length as we get down with some fun news. This is the BF Live, the Vibe, not so serious news. That's right. I'm at my news desk. As my friend Pecan has consistently said every day since I've done this segment, I'm Bobby Cronkite, and this is the news. It's Bobby Cronkite time. Thank you, Pecan. Space Nerd, at least you have a wrench. LOL. Geez. I do have a wrench. Watch out, people. Uh-oh, she says. There you go. I like that. Everybody's having fun and respecting everybody that has or doesn't have a wrench. I wish I could give everybody a wrench, but we'll see how that goes. All right, but right now we're doing the not so serious news. Pecan, I think you were probably watching yesterday when we talked about how Joey Chestnut returned for the Nathan's hot dog eating contest.
Oh, yes, I do. Yeah, it definitely was.
Yeah, so that's kind of interesting. Of course, he came back and won. I believe he ate 70 and a half hot dogs in 10 minutes with the buns. But now somebody's taking this debate to another level here, Pecan. This might be an interesting way to kind of measure this. There's a debate over who would win in a challenge between Joey Chestnut. Usain Bolt goes viral. This is the greatest hypothetical ever. So I believe it's how fast or what could happen faster? Could Joey Chestnut finish the dog, or he would complete the 100-yard dash? TikTok is pitting the fastest man in history against the 17-time national hot dog eating contest winner in an incredibly specific challenge. In a race between Joey Chestnut and Usain Bolt, who could eat a hot dog and then run the 100-meter dash faster, bro? Professional athletes and hot dog eating contest fans alike are divided as the new hypothetical scenario goes viral on social media. In a TikTok video posted by the social account, the official account, that is, of the PGA Tour, professional golfers were asked whether the nationally recognized competitive eater would beat the 8-time gold medalist sprinter in the proposed race. I'll show you the video in a second. Without hesitation, Max Homa responded to the hypothetical, "Oh, Joey Chestnut, I think." Later in the clip, he explained that he believes Chestnut could likely run the 100 meters in less than 20 seconds, adding, "I'm hard-pressed that I could eat a hot dog in 20 seconds. Yeah, I'm going to go Chestnut." At first, Jordan Spieth locked in on Usain Bolt before asking how quickly Chestnut can eat a hot dog. In this year's 4th of July hot dog eating contest, Chestnut was what again crowned the winner with the 70 and a half hot dogs in 10 minutes I just mentioned. After questioning, let me see, I was going to show this at another time. What's I showing now? After questioning some of the logistics of the race, like whether the hot dog would be consumed at the starting line, which could lead to a head start for Chestnut, Spieth decided on the sprinter. So there you go. You have very speculation. Now, what do you think here, bro? You know how fast Joey can eat a hot dog, but he would have to eat the hot dog and run. So somebody's going to be faster at one or the other, but I don't know. What you got a thought on who might be faster out of the two?
Seemed like it'd be Chestnut because he downs them hot dogs like it's nobody's business. I mean, it's ridiculous how he. I don't know how he even shits. I mean, eating all them hot dogs. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, for real though. Let me see. I'm going to try to get up a big.
He dunks it in water though, doesn't he?
Yeah, he waters the bun just to get it down.
Well, here we go. I'm not sure how it made the connection to golf. I think because it just involved people. I think other athletes are actually intrigued by this stuff, Pecan. Like, it's so fascinating to me how they have like an actual professional eaters league, like they have a sanctioning body. And now so much so that other actual athletes are captivated by this question And so much so, here's some golfers being asked the question about Joey Chestnut versus Usain Bolt eating a hot dog and sprinting. Who would win?
100 meters.
One hot dog, 100 meters.
Oh, Joey Chestnut, I think.
Well, Usain Bolt, because he could eat a hot dog pretty quickly. Well, how fast does Joey Chestnut eat one hot dog? 1.5 seconds?
Oh, man. I mean, I'm trying to think, like, if you were to eat a hot dog, I mean, Joey Chestnut would be done by now by the time I'm going to say, oh, man.
Oh, both of them have to eat a hot dog and then run 100.
It's like at the starting line. So he's going to eat it so fast, he's going to get that head start.
Like swallow. Oh, I think Joey Chestnut, because I think Usain, even if he eats it as fast as he could and swallows, I don't see him eating it under 8-10 seconds. And even if Joey runs a 15-second 100 meter. So I just think like Usain eating a hot dog is going to take longer than 10 seconds. He's probably running it still less than 20 seconds. I'm hard pressed to say I could eat a whole hot dog in 20 seconds. So yeah, I'm going Joey Chestnut.
I'm going Joey Chestnut.
I'm going with Usain Bolt. I'd still go with whoever's going to run faster. Because I
Really?
think one hot dog could get wolfed down pretty quick. Now, if you said 10 hot dogs...
Can you eat it while you're running, Pecan? I'd be on about
What's
that.
number? when does it even out? Probably like at 3 hot dogs?
I think they probably start throwing up after.
No shit.
Oh, for sure. Joey Chestnut would smoke him at 10. Because eating 10 hot dogs is ridiculous. I think like even at 2, it might be close.
So there you go. That's by actual athletes. I mean, this competitive eating has just gone to whole different levels now with these professional athletes actually asking questions. Admiral Butterfinger says, man, that guy can pound down some wieners. Yeah. But what about the hot dog eating contest? I don't care about his sex life. What about this? Let's see. I don't need no stinking ranches, says our friend Bill. Popke comes back and says, but how many songs do I have to make before I get a stinking wrench? Canadians are second-class podcast citizens. Just kidding. I don't think I could handle the responsibility. You guys on the fence with me, messing with me. You're kind of being passive-aggressive a little bit here. We got Deep Throat checking in. You deserve one, Popke. Popke, for fuck's sake. Let's see. Duke says, who has a bigger dick? I'm guessing Usain. I don't know what all that hot dog meat. I never knew Joey Chestnut was so handsome, says Space Nerd. Oh my God, but somebody see him. Wow. Yeah. I didn't know are there hot dog eating groupies there, Pecan? I guess there are now. I wonder how many people like try to hit up on him after that. Come on to him like rock stars. I want to report this real quick for those people in the audience that travel often and go use airports. I will let you know that a long-standing thing that we've been used to having to do, a routine for TSA, is going away, Pecan. You probably remember many years back where that guy Richard Reed tried to shoe bomb a plane one time many years ago?
Oh, yeah, I definitely remember that.
Absolutely. This idiot put like these explosive devices in his shoes, and he was supposed to stomp them or put them together somehow and have a shoe bomb and go off, and they caught him. So ever since then, for at least the last 20 years, TSA has been checking shoes. Well, now news comes that TSA is to end the shoes off policy for airport security screening. And I'll let you know I have a personal story about this, Pecan, because as you all know, I was just off last week and I did fly when I was gone. And when I was coming home, I went into the TSA check line and dude said to me for the first time since I've been flying, you don't have to put your shoes through. And I'm like, is this dude like part-time and just trying to shirk his job, bro? Like I thought he was like skimming on me. But I guess he would just kind of got the advanced memo that TSA is no longer going to require this. I'll read a little bit about it and tell you how it all came to be. Nearly 20 years after airline passengers were first required to remove their shoes for security, the policy is being phased out. The Transportation Security Administration is planning to allow passengers to keep their shoes on when they go through general security line at many major airports across the country, two sources told ABC News. An unexpected memo went out to TSA officers across the country last week, stating the new policy will allow all passengers to keep their shoes on in all screening lanes at many airports across the country starting Sunday. That's exactly when it happened to me. Actually, no, it happened Friday to me. This guy got the early memo. The goal is to roll the new policy out to all U.S. airports shortly, according to the memo. Previously, only passengers in the TSA pre-check line were able to keep their shoes on in most cases. The transportation agency has spent years looking for innovative ways to allow passengers to move faster through security checkpoints, like getting out of the way. Passengers who trigger the alarm at scanners and magnometers, however, will be required to take their shoes off for additional screening, according to the memo. This is a major shift since TSA began requiring passengers to take their shoes off in 2006. The policy came 5 years after Richard Reed tried to blow up an American Airlines flight from Paris to Miami with explosives packed in his shoes. The explosives failed to detonate, and Reed was held down by fellow passengers and the flight crew. ABC has reached out for TSA for a comment, but none followed. So there you go. So that, for those of my traveling people out there, and that's why I covered that, P-Cunt, because dude literally said to me, like, no, he was like, gave me like the head shake, like, no, you don't need to do that no more. And I'm like, is this guy like a temp? Does he know, like, do I know the policy better than him? But I guess not. That's it. Popke says, once I flew to Mexico with a big chunk of hash in my carry-on. I forgot it was there, but was very happy when I discovered it at our VRBO. Your vacation rental by owner. Well, there you go, Popke, man. That's lucky you didn't. Hey, you come over here for this side. You got these special screening homes. You're coming into my man prison over here. Hoya. Up the shoes, ugh, she says. There you go, says Space Nurse, so she knows. Hoya says, Wild Bill, give him the Facebook some love. Thank you, guys. We got that one. So there you go. That was like a little quick story I wanted to share about the new standards there. Because that actually
makes you wonder if there's another reason why they quit doing that. I mean, you ever smell somebody's feet?
Ooh, yeah, I know, bro. Bro, someone has had to get hit in the face. These TSA officers, because you ain't going to tell me that everybody goes, millions of people, and everybody's got, like, clean-smelling feet. Bro, that's got to be, like, an occupational hazard for those people.
Well, some people don't wear socks while they wear shoes, too, so.
And that makes you get that leather, sweaty smell and all. Yeah, that can't be a good thing.
Swamp feet. Swamp feet.
So maybe it didn't come out from safety concerns. It come out of stank concerns. People are like, can we just shit? 20 years. Please stop on that, please. I'm tired of smelling people's feet. Maybe that was it.
Being a robot again.
All right. Well, I'm being a robot. Thank you, buddy. Right. Oh, I see that little signal dip. Thank you for hanging with me for that. Let me see. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. Good internet and how to get it. Oh. Domo arigato, BF roboto. Domo. It's coming back. I see it. Domo. That might be your next creation there. Popke. Domo arigato, BF roboto. Domo arigato, BF roboto. I don't know the Japanese part. Domo arigato, BF roboto. All right, let's continue on with the news. Yay. I was wondering the same thing, P-Cunt. Do they have another machine that's scanning them that could be that could still be a security risk? They got them stank. LOL, says Popke. There you go. He knows what to do. All right, now we have heard we grew up with the famous what was the dog that used to bring you the barrel, had the barrel, the rescue dog from the cartoons?
St. Bernard.
The St. Bernard. Thank you for helping me with my mentally with my weed challenge. Mine. Well, now St. Bernard. I'm going under again. Son of a bitch. Well, this story, if my voice is still coming through, this is about a hiker in an alpine crevasse was rescued by a Chihuahua, P-Cunt.
What?
Have you ever heard of a rescue Chihuahua?
No.
Who? Right, exactly.
Unless it's got a chalupa hanging out of his pocket.
Well, let's check out how this actual Chihuahua was a hiking Chihuahua, which I didn't know people took their Chihuahuas hiking. But I'll try to press through this as my signal is it's just now recovering. When it comes to mountain rescues, St. Bernards may have met their match, with a Chihuahua being hailed for helping save a man who fell into a glacier crevasse in Switzerland. Somehow I like the word crevasse. It sounds like ass. I don't know. The extraordinary rescue took place last Friday at Phi Glacier above Saas-Phi in the southern Swiss Alps. The Air Zermatt Rescue Service said in a statement over the weekend. A man had been hiking on the glacier with his Chihuahua, P-Cunt, on purpose. Early Friday. I didn't think they would be able to take the cold, bro. Like just that right there, right?
Yeah.
But But apparently there was a hiking Chihuahua on Friday afternoon when he suddenly plunged into an 8-meter or 26-foot for us American people, a deep crevasse, leaving the tiny dog alone on the top edge of it, bro, 26 feet down. The man was carrying an amateur walkie-talkie and managed to call for help, but rescue workers long struggled to locate the site of the accident. On site, the search for the collapsed site proved difficult. The glacier surface was wide and the hole was barely visible, Air Zermatt, a regional rescue service in Wallace Canton, said. But then one of the rescuers spotted a small movement on a rock. The Chihuahua had not budged from the edge of the crevasse, Peacunt, and that's how this happened. Thanks to the dog's behavior, the crew was able to locate the exact site of the accident, Air Zermatt said, adding that rescuers abseiled down to the casualty and were able to save him. Great word, abseiled, and were able to save him. It is fair to say his behavior contributed significantly to the successful rescue. So there you go. Don't count out that rescue Chihuahua, folks. You might not need a big old St. Bernard.
That's cool.
Ain't that neat, Andrew? A Chihuahua? Dude, Chris Popke says, I love a girl with a big crevasse. Big juicy crevasse. There you go. Let me see. We got that. We got LOL. We got WTF. That means what the fuck. Love a girl with a crevasse. Popke, so lucky I was at customs coming from back from Mexico. A beagle stopped at my backpack. I kind of freaked out, but I knew all of the drugs. I used all the drugs. It was a ham sandwich. And you got pulled over by a ham sandwich making you shit your pants. Holy crevasse, Batman. Holy crevasse, Batman. With that, I'm out. Space Nerd says, lovely to hang out for a bit. Enjoy your day, friends. And thanks, BF. Thank you for contributing in every way.
They are, nerd.
To the vibe. And to that, how about one last 1, 2, 3? We'll give it to her on the way out. Nerd. You get an exit nerd call on the way out as I move on to my next story in the not so serious news. We're having fun right here with Peacunt, Andrew, and the chat family, making the best of a Tuesday that we can. On this next story, buddy, we've heard of the snakes on a plane with Samuel L. Jackson, right? I'm tired of these on this motherfucking plane. Well, how about let's do that in an Australian accent this time? I'm tired of these motherfucking snakes on these motherfucking planes, says our friend in this article right here. An Australian flight was delayed by a snake on a plane. I'll read you the article. A flight from Australia's Melbourne airport was delayed for more than an hour due to a stowaway in the cargo hold, a snake. Virgin Australia flight VA337 was delayed just prior to departing from Brisbane when airline personnel spotted a small snake in the cargo hold. Mark Pelly, a.k.a. the Snake Hunter, on social media, was summoned to the airport to capture what turned out to be a harmless green tree snake. Pelly said he removed snakes from the airport before, but this incident marked his first incident of a snake on a plane. The snake catcher said he expects the snake had stowed away in travelers' luggage. Someone inadvertently packed a snake in their luggage somehow. It escaped during transport, he told 7 News Sunrise. Then when the staff went to pack the new luggage into the plane, there was a snake. The snake was safely captured and taken to a veterinarian for examination. The flight departed Brisbane about an hour behind schedule. Here's a little report on it right here.
Passengers were left panicked at Melbourne Airport after a green tree snake was spotted on their plane that had come in from Queensland. The flight was delayed by an hour as they waited for the local snake catcher to arrive and secure the reptile, which had slithered its way into the baggage hold. The mission was a success, with the snake now at the vet, and thankfully no passengers or crew were harmed. And that snake catcher who was called to the job was Mark Pelly. He joins us live in Melbourne. Round of applause. You are our hero. How on earth did
Thank you, Mark. That's the guy that catches, like a 3-minute report. I just thought that was fun in the Australian version of Snakes on a Plane, as Mrs. Honeybee checks in. Getting and giving some positive vibes in the afternoon, Mrs. Honeybee checking in. Popke getting the shout out love from Space Nerd and the salute. Good afternoon, Mrs. Honeybee from Tiffany, Washington checking in. Bobby Nick says, crap, now I got sticks stuck in my head. Got too much time on your hands? Let me see. Everyone tell your dogs I say hi, says Space Nerd. Oh, there you go. There she goes. They're saying it back. Look. There you go. Thank you, Space Nerd. Good afternoon, Tiffany Washington from Mrs. Honeybee. Buzz, Mrs. Honeybee from Peacunt, who gives the Hoya. And we move on with another story in the Vibe Not So Serious news. Oddly enough, I got a little theme here in that we talked about shoes on a plane. You no longer need shoes on a plane. Maybe they'll have to look, instead of looking for shoes on the plane, they'll have to look for this next item on the plane, because an excited teen packed hundreds of tortillas for a flight back home when they traveled somewhere. These people are heavy into the tortilla game there, Peacunt. You like some tortillas?
Sometimes it's one of the things you gotta be in the mood for.
Well, apparently this woman thought she was going to miss out on these tortillas because Anna Jones brought back 200 H-E-B Market tortillas on her flight from Austin to Nashville. Since there are no locations of this store, so she must have really loved these tortillas a lot that she brought these on her carry-on. I'll kind of show you what that looks like. Let's see. Actually, it shows you here in the video as soon as that thing runs. But I thought that's dedication to the game, bro. I don't know if have you ever liked a food or something so much that you tried to sneak hundreds of it or a lot of it back in a backpack there, buddy? Peacunt?
Not really, because I don't really travel. I mean,
don't travel
the last
a whole
time
lot.
it's been years since I've ever been on a plane. I usually travel by on the road.
Okay. H-E-B tortillas are the best, says Gimme Bezos, who sounds like I understand this is a regional market. I hear them mentioned on a lot of the Kill Tony episodes. I think they're like a southern kind of marketing company. I hear in Texas, and apparently they don't have them in Tennessee, but they have them in Austin, Texas. So that would make sense. But yeah, this person, there you go. Now, snakes on a plane. We got tortillas. God damn it. We got tortillas on a plane. The thing went ahead on me. Tortillas on a plane, though. 200 tortillas on a plane. So maybe they're not looking for shoes. Maybe they'll be looking for tortillas. There you go. All right. Well, I got a cool story. We just celebrated the 4th of July, and I have a story about a time capsule. You know, Peacunt, I want to say that when I was a kid in school, I think I participated in putting some things in some, like, school time capsules. You ever do anything like that when you were younger that you can remember?
That's how I can recall.
Like write a letter or something? Let me see. I think time capsules can be kind of cool if they're done well. Gimme Bezos says H-E-B is a SNC Central grocery. Lets us know. Yeah, they don't have them in our region, Gimme Bezos, but it is a name I hear listening to podcasts and all. Well, what do you if I told you, Peacunt, that the world's largest time capsule was opened in Nebraska 50 years later? So this was created in 1976, 50 years ago. Let's go back one more time. Popke says about that last story, I brought back a 10-pound wooden tortilla press on one of my Mexican adventures. Man, that's dedication to the game, Popke. There you go. So, because I know that there can be weird rules as far as like wild fruits, that might have bugs or insects on them. But I think they're less stringent about maybe packaged foods. That's kind of what I was getting at. Because I know there are limits. You can't just bring back any kind of food from any kind of country. Let's see. Admiral Butterfingers remembers like me and says, I think I have a time capsule somewhere from grade school, buddy. Yeah, I want to say that we were asked to like write a letter or bring something in and all put something in it. Well, check out this one. This is one on a large scale. He says, the same thing with me. Forgot what I buried in it. Same, buddy. Maybe this will help or at least bring back kind of the memory. Maybe this is what we were going for. This is the world's largest one. It was opened 50 years later. I'll read. There's an actual car in there. I'll read the article and I'll show you the actual findings in it. This is from Seward, Nebraska. Treasures from 1975 sealed inside what the World Record Academy once called the world's largest time capsule. World Record Academy went on display Friday, drawing hundreds of people from across the country to catch a glimpse of relics from the past. Thousands of letters, pet rocks, artwork, a groovy teal suit, and even a yellow Chevy Vega, of an entire car, bro, has been preserved inside this capsule, a portal to another era for half a century. The quote goes on to say that this is the culmination of 50 years of planning on the part of my father, Trish Davison Johnson said. My father, Harold Davison, wanted to wait for his grandchildren to remember life in 1975. He was a big proponent of life. He did everything big, she told NBC News. Back then, sealing the items was a logistical feat. Fisher said her father created a ventilation system to keep the moisture out. In 1983, after they learned they had lost the world record for the World Record Academy, the family added a pyramid atop the capsule to recapture the title. There were packages from, I'm going to say, 3,000 people. Letters and packages. Letters to themselves, letters to their grandchildren, letters to their heirs, Davison said. Inside, some of the items fared better than others. I'll just simply show you because there's cars, there's letters, but this video will actually give you what was found in there and what the condition is, and you're going to actually see what a 50-year-old preserved car looks like in this time capsule
in America's
opened up
official July 4th small
years.
town.
In small town USA, 4th of July city.
World's biggest time capsule, according to the World Record Academy. A classic roadside attraction for 50 years.
They found it. I can't believe they found it.
Finally unsealed, revealing a treasure trove of Americana.
That is a Chevy Vega. That's a full, and it looks like it's wrapped in plastic there, P-Cunt. It looks like it's wrapped in plastic.
A classic roadside attraction for
I went back
50
too far.
years.
They found it. I can't believe they found it.
Finally unsealed, revealing a treasure trove of Americana. Half a century ago today, the town came together to freeze a moment in time.
Pet rocks, teal-colored leisure suit, very, very much 1975.
Even an almost perfectly preserved Chevy Vega.
It took 3 days to crack open this 45-ton portal to the past. They even had to use a crane, and then it was a race against time to bring thousands of items up and out.
But it was some of the smaller items that got the biggest response.
This is clearly my mom's handwriting.
Chris Galen reuniting with this note.
I hope you had a good education, a happy, successful life.
That moment is what capsule creator Harold Davidson would have wanted.
I thought my dad was crazy. I think you need to be pushing 45 to understand how fast time goes, how little time you have to make memories with those you love. And that was what he was trying to do.
The thing I'm thinking about as I think about the time capsule is it's not about what's inside of it, it's about what's inside of us and who we were back in 75 and who we are today.
Honoring the past and the present on a day of celebration. Maya Eaglin, NBC News, Seward, Nebraska.
It's a celebration, bitches. How about that, man? I like shit like that. I would have been more impressed if they pulled the car out and it started up or anything. But man, the fact that, I mean, that was a tiny little.
That was something that all of a sudden, somebody just, started up and just take off with it.
Just take off with it. Popkey says that 75 was a great year because that's the year I became alive. He became alive that year. There you go, buddy. I thought that was a fun story. I like little stuff like that from the past. What else have I got left? I wanted to bring up this story because I know a lot of people can probably relate to this, and we're being in the middle of the summer. Look, I couldn't look any more summery than I do right now, P-Cunt. Now, you definitely remember the old days before, back in the day, even you, old days before cell phones when you kind of just went outside and played, right?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Absolutely. Well, there's a group of parents, a group out there that are kind of from your generation near there, and it says, hang up and hang out. Parents are reminiscing on no phone summers and putting their kids in the device detox. So there's actually a push against social media going on out there now, P-Cunt, as far as raising your kids with it. And look, just some good old fun in the sprinkler and all. I truly believe that there are generations of kids now that don't know shit about just going outside and running in the rain or running in the water, P-Cunt, probably.
Oh, definitely not.
That was a lot of fun, man. You wait for it to rain and go out and run. It says, remember when summer break felt endless? The next school year was an incomprehensibly distant prospect, as hot, sunny days spent idling in the yard seemed to last forever. With no smartphones, no YouTube, and nothing but a landline to call your friends, you were left to your own devices, which mostly meant flipping through books, rearranging your Beanie Babies, or fighting with your siblings over who got the last freeze pop. Does any of that sound familiar, brother? No freeze pops. That's some great shit. Well, these actually parents, they're trying to get away from all the devices now. Andrew Tits and Hot Pockets. Let's see that word.
Yeah, he's slipping out.
Oh, Andrew Tits and Hot Pockets. Not so much. Let me see. I can do something about this. Let me do. Why did that come up? There it is. Oh, there we go again. All right, we'll check back with him later. Hey, Waver checks in. What's up, Waver?
up, Waver?
Could you do like Waver ask and hit the like button, please? He says, I'm number 18. Hell, I know you love me, everybody, but please let all these services you might be enjoying the show on, let them know you love us too. It helps out a lot. Kids need to get out and drink from a hose again. You got that right, bro. That's another thing I did. I got all those extra vitamins and minerals there, Pecan. I drank out of hose more than a few times. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. But there you go. Look, just get your kids out there playing with the stuff again. Get them off them devices. There's the devices right there, Pecan. When I was on vacation, I saw a family with the table next to me, and I know some of you might have to do this. I mean, you can't help it because you grew up in this generation, but you can tell that there's a generation of parents that are fighting it. But they literally had they had iPads bigger than I have in front of them, bro. These kids did.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, big iPads. And each of them had their own iPad, and mom and dad was over here doing their thing, and the kids were like, pew, 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 just watching their shit, and kind of everybody's in their own little world at the same table. We would leave the house with no sunscreen, water, or snacks, and ride our bikes 10 miles from home. Hell yeah, Popke.
Very true.
My bike was my first car. Waver says hello to me, Bobby, Andrew the Giant, and hey, Pecan, good to see you. Hey, Waver from Tiffany, Washington. Love that tiny desk. Just look tiny in my flip phone. There you go. Oh, and you're tiny in your flip phone. That's bringing that back. We got that one. He's out. We're talking about Andrew. So HIGH Tiffany Washington. Good to see you from Waver. More friends checking in and more stories left on the vibe. Matter of fact, I got one more story on the Not So Serious News, and then we're going to roll into the piss break. And when we come back from that, we're going to have a lot of fun after that. Terry Nee says, is what a bunch of old shit. Just playing outside, bro. That's what we're talking about if you're getting it out of context. All right, I have one more report I'm going to bring here, bro. And I guess we're talking about the changing times, right? We're talking about how I just told you how kids are now watching all of these pads and watching everything online. But there is a generation of parents or a group of parents that are trying to go against that. But it might be futile because, according to the Bikini Report, broadcast and cable TV have just been outwatched by streaming. And for more on this, I'll have the lovely Bikini Report tell you about how now streaming leads broadcast and cable television or streaming options. Go ahead, Bikini Report. Tell us all about the changes in our watching habits.
Official. More than a quarter of Americans don't watch live TV on an average day. And the shift is happening pretty rapidly. 28% of respondents said they've given up on traditional live TV compared to 24% last year and 20% in 2023. Not surprisingly, the change is being driven by young people. Among Gen Z respondents, that number was 41%. And this likely isn't due to disinterest as much as it is the technology we're using. Here's an interesting tidbit. May marked the first time more TV was viewed through streaming than through broadcast and cable combined. And our different approach to media isn't limited to TV. 2 years ago, 37% of people listened to the radio on a daily basis, and that number is now down to 31%. Also largely thanks to the rise in streaming. What about you? How much traditional live TV do you watch compared to what you stream? Let us know in the comments and follow the Bikini Report for more daily headlines.
Thank you, Bikini Report, for that report on our changing media habits. Pecan, what do you find that you do? Like with me, I'm always podcasting 5 days a week and I'm on here all the time. What is your habits, my friend? What do you find yourself doing?
Well, when it comes to anything live, the only thing I really watch live is like sporting events. You know,
right.
I don't watch anything that I don't even watch the like the Academy Awards or any of that shit anymore.
Same.
It's like freaking boring. But basically, I'm a sports guy, so that's pretty much where I'm at.
I guess because I'm not really always out there seeking live TV. You know, like I said, probably 90% or more of my watching is absolutely on here online on YouTube. Yeah. I love YouTube Premium, and I love using my services and just kind of watching. I'm reading with the chat. I'll bring up in a second. Just kind of enjoying you when I watch. Yes.
Yeah, I'm forever on YouTube. Because I'll watch the old comedy bits. Like George Carlin or.
That's great. Yeah. And the YouTube is a great
Pryor or whatever.
Yes. That's a great resource for finding, rediscovering, or discovering all of those old comedians. Admiral Butterfinger says, I still listen to radio when I'm driving in my car. Same as well, Admiral Butterfingers. I'll do that, or sometimes I will play my YouTube Premium through my Bluetooth as well. And so there's different ways. There's just so many more ways that you can enjoy entertainment now, Pecan, than when we were coming up.
Yeah.
Let's see. I used to have VHS porn. You used to have VHS porn. I don't know. Most people.
Probably still does.
maybe I resemble that remark. Let's see. I only have cable, says Bobby Nick, to keep the price of my internet down, right? Because a lot of times what they're doing is they know that people are literally cutting the cord, and so they're doing these deals where you hey, you need your internet and your phone line and your cable. We got to bundle it all together, and that's how they're keeping you on that cable teat. That's how some of the companies are doing it, like Bobby Nick is. So you got to keep that cable in order to have a good price on the other services. My voice to text always puts and is in front of it. Okay. Well, what it is. Video killed the radio star, literally, not just the Boggles or the Bungles or whatever that was, the Boggles. A Wiki Kid Deja Vu, just hi, or I'm just hi. Yes, you are. It's hard to throw away porn, Pecan. That's why we are guys. We know used to. I don't know. It's always in a box somewhere. You know.
Well, it depends on who the porn star is too.
Ooh, if you had like a special, Andrew would be.
One, yeah.
If Andrew wasn't Andrew.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure. Andrew probably had the top 100.
Probably easily. All right, buddy. Well, we got our boy Andrew sleeping in the chair over there, but don't fret. What do you say we wrap up the news, guys? Because that's what we do. We had a great opening chat family check-in. I could have probably just done the show, just kept talking to the chat. But then we slid over here to my news desk, and we did a few fun news stories that we talked about at length. That was the BF Live The Vibe. Not so serious news. Now let's get on with more of the show. Hell yeah, we're having it. And we're doing it at the same time. BF Live The Vibe, Stream Show 336 is always 3 hours of fun and positive vibes. And typically halfway through, which is about 1:30 East, we take a piss break. We're a little over that now. It's 1:42 where me and Andrew are coming to you from on the East Coast of the United States. So we're a little past our piss break time, folks, but we're nowhere near done having fun. We hope you want to keep having fun in the middle of the day. I hope you do. Come on, cuz when we get back, we can check the National Day calendar, the National Day hey. I think we'll go into the Perry Vault, and we'll kind of get the juices flowing of my old Perry stuff, kind of leading into what's going to be happening tonight over there on the Levyverse when they have the Chronicles of Perry Caravello with Hollywood Jim. But, folks, we're not done having fun in the middle of the day. We're going to take a 2.5-minute piss break, folks. It's a time to pause for the cause. You can grab a snack, grab a smoke, grab a friend, and tell them that no one has more fun than we do right here in the middle of the day on the Vibes. And right after this brief 2.5-minute piss break, basically like a whole other show right after this, folks. Don't go anywhere. Come right back for more of the Vibe.
I think I need a piss break. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance, pee-pee dance. Yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I need a piss break. I do the pee-pee dance. I do the pee-pee dance. Yeah. I think I need a piss break. Oh yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Oh, watch me now. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Come on, give it to me, that pee-pee break. DJ, hook it up. Drop that beat. Yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah, yeah. Watch me now. Pee-pee breakdown, pee-pee breakdown. Break it down, pee-pee, yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Oh, yeah. Wash your hands. Don't be gross. I know you touched your pee-pee.
And PP touching time is done. If you're touching it now, you're just playing with it, which is okay because it's yours and you came in the world with it. How you doing, everybody? If you're playing with it, I hope you're enjoying BF Live The Vibe and you have a minute to hit the like, share, and subscribe right over here on my channel, BF Live The Vibe. This is Stream Show 336. We got Andrew sleeping as always after his afternoon kind of meal. My boy's got the 55 TV hooked up there, 55-inch TV there, P-Cunt.
Yeah.
He's going to be loving life, huh?
She only got a 40-inch TV.
I'm telling you, he's living that 55-inch life. I kind of overheard that. I just happened to tune in one day, and they said, yeah, somebody that worked here or whatever hooked him up with a 55-inch television, brother.
Yeah.
Andrew, putting them charms to work, my friend. Well, I'm glad everybody's back for the second half of the vibe, ready to continue to have fun. Admiral Butterfinger says, these kids wouldn't understand trying to see through the scramble. Oh, yeah, bro. That was it? You mean this right here? Let me see. Watch this. Look. I found some on YouTube, so hopefully it's clean since they... Bro, the struggle was real. Bro.
I remember those days.
There was a titty. I think that was a titty. Wait a minute. There was half an ass cheek. Wait a minute. Perry Caravello was saying, I think I saw a penis. All right. You say what?
Shut the fuck up.
Well, you were looking for Randy. Bro, the struggle was real, wasn't it? These kids would not know, Admiral Butterfingers. The scramble was...
Any chance to try to watch the Playboy channel by chance?
Yeah. They had to play right. They did that. They had that Playboy channel, and I think they used to call it like Super TV or some shit around me. Good morning, says Wavy G, checking in for the second half of the vibe as well as the first half. Hey, Wavy from Tiffany, Washington. The night bots run on all of our friends' bots. And I'll remind you that, folks, this is Tuesday. We're nowhere near done having the fun. This is the early midday fun. Even though Andrew was asleep, if he was awake, he would let you know that on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, that's no filter days. So he'll be doing his show later on at 7 o'clock tonight. Maybe he'll wake up in time to do the plugs. And if not, we'll do them again for him then. So, folks, we can have fun here during the day. Andrew's got you covered from like 7 to so. And then also Bob Levy is doing the Perry Chronicles tonight. So this is going to be a fun Tuesday. I don't think you have this much fun on over-the-air television, folks, but you always have fun getting together right here with friends. We're going to make Tuesdays a lot better for you. So we're going to have fun tonight. I know you touched my pee-pee, says our friend P-Gun, checking in over here on the vibe. There's all our friends running. I was watching porn, says Wavy G. I'm distracted. Got to roll. See you fine folks tomorrow, says Chris Popke. Thanks for checking in, man.
Yeah, Popke.
Thanks for your positive words, vibes, and contributions to the show. What was that? Did I play that thing that you sent me, Popke? Oh, you sent me that. Let me find that real quick. I thought I sent that to myself, buddy. He sent me something really cool in the email. Did I send it to myself? We talked about that Ozzy concert yesterday, P-Cunt. Were you ever like an Ozzy or a Black Sabbath fan, buddy?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean,
yeah.
Ozzy is Ozzy. I mean, shit.
Good point. Ozzy is Ozzy. Let me find this real quick because Chris Popke sent me something in an email that I'm going to extract real quick. And it was a cool video. Oh, yeah. It was. So, they had bands on there beforehand, like doing like versions of Black Sabbath songs and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, here's the link. Let me copy the link address, and I'll close that up, and I'll try to play a little bit. So Popke was cool enough to hook us up with the Perry doing the Angel of Death kind of thing over here the sound effect I'll play for you right here. And they did an all alternate version of that at the Ozzy concert. So let me play the one I have first. Let me find here's mine. This is no, not that one. I want the Perry of Death. Not that one. I got too many. Here we go. This. That's what the talented Chris Popke did with the Perry Da. But here's like this original Slayer was there, and they kind of changed it up for the Ozzy concert, guys. So Popke sent me this. Of Death. There you go. So I guess there's versions of levels of everything here. Funniest edit I've ever seen says the Admiral Butterfingers. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the silliness that we get down with right here for 3 hours a day on the Vibe. This is what we like to do. All right, well, I think I had one more report that I wanted to share with you from the news. A little news item left over. I get my proper folder here. Here it is right here. Ah, yes, it's right here. There's a little thing. We had some crime news. We have some crime news that I failed to report to you. P-Cunt. This is called, failed to report on this. There was a little robbery that went happen. A little robbery.
Right now! Family, the people coming, G. The police coming, G. Ooh. Get that bag up right now! The police
Give
coming,
that bag
homie.
up right now. Oh, shit.
Get that bag up right now!
Is that a potato chip bag he's telling him to fill up?
Right now! Get that bag up! You about to go to jail, G?
My dude is hauling back throwing these.
Get that bag up!
Put that bag up.
What's up, boy? Nah.
What's up, boy?
The police coming.
What's up, boy?
The police coming. Come
What's
on.
up, boy?
Come on, man. Get that bag up. Come on, man.
Right
Let's get
now.
out of here. You want to go to jail, G?
Look at little man. He tearing up the 7-Eleven.
Right now. Wait. Fill that bag up.
Where the bag at? Where the bag
Fill that
at?
bag up.
I'm gonna pay for this. I'm gonna fill the bag up with you. I'm gonna fill the bag.
Hear him. Here they come, bro.
He tried to tell him, P-Cunt.
Yeah, look.
He kept telling him 5-0 was coming.
Bitch.
Hey.
What are you doing? You can't be doing that to people's shit, nigga.
Yeah. You tripping, homie?
Oh, look at he's tagging him to the floor. Damn, they laughing at bro. Little robbery.
Webster gone wild.
I don't know what that. Yeah, Webster gone wild. Yeah, I thought about our boy Beetlejuice right away. Little wild man.
Yeah, or Gary Coleman.
That true. I don't think I could keep it together if I was that worker. Yeah, they was like laughing. Come on, bro. Come on, they coming, man. But you know what? Shit would have been funny if he would have had a full-size weapon, though. That's the only thing that made that funny is the fact that he didn't have a weapon. There you go. But that was just it was just a little robbery. It wasn't even a whole real robbery. Just a little one. All right. Why don't we do this? We already talked about how Bob is going to be hanging out with Jim from Hollywood Jim from PCL tonight doing the Perry Chronicles. And for those Perry fans who are kind of jumping in a little late, and I'm a little late because I wasn't there from the beginning either. So I get stuff out of this too. They'll be hanging out tonight at 9 p.m. East, and they kind of taking you back to the beginning, to the origins of how all this Perry Caravello stuff started, where it came from, and how Tom and Jim and all them got involved, and all the fun stories that have happened along the way. That's 9 o'clock tonight. But we're here during the day, and I like to get psyched for some Perry talk, and I know we have Perry fans in the chat. So why don't I go back to my personal vault? These are videos that I kind of pulled, and I'll mix it together with some other stuff, and we'll do a little afternoon Perry talk. Let's talk a little Perry here. As the fellows always let me use the ring camera right outside apartment 102 so I can keep my eye on Perry and what's going on over there. See if Randy stops in or all that. He's always trying to sneak some dick and all that, so we always got to keep an eye on that. I say, Perry, let me in. Perry, let me in. Come on, bro.
With his dick.
Fuck up.
Yeah, he's probably playing with his dick. Pecan, I always say that. That's the reason he wants to rush off of these streams, bro. Because he'll be on for it. Can I get off of here? Can I do this? You know that he ain't going to sleep. The minute he gets off of there, he just wants to get off to jerk it. That's all he's doing. Let's see. Webster and Perry are the same height.
Shut the fuck up.
Wavy G kind of makes a point. You're all about 5 something or another. Pecan is having fun with the Perry emojis representing here. Let's see. We got the Nightbot running. We got that coming through there. All right, let's go on my first thing that I have here. We'll go over to Perry Caravella Live on Twitter X. Like I said, Perry's been off. He's going to be off most of the month of July. We're looking out for that members only stream that they're going to do. But last night they played this ballistic boat blow up stream from 2021. I believe this was some of the goings on that led up to eventually them coming to Pottstown, and I'm going to pull all that together because I'll show you how the boat kind of really made an appearance at Pottstown too. So I started watching a little bit of this last night, Pecan. I jumped in the chat real quick, but I think this was over a 5-hour stream that they reran last night. There you go.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch this at all.
Yeah, I was watching Kill Tony, and I was trying to do some other stuff too, so I didn't watch all of it, but we can get a little flavor of it right here. Oh, they're talking about, like I said, there's the raft right here, and I'm going to show you how the raft ended up making it to Pottstown. But this was back in 2021, and this is when they're telling him, hey, Perry, thongs out, dongs out party's going to happen.
There will never, ever, 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 ever be a party at this apartment building, at this complex. Never!
We just had a chili cook-off.
Here's future footage of your big birthday bash at your apartment next week. Thongs out, dongs
What
out.
did I just fucking say? What did I just say? No fucking party! Get the fuck out of here! Get the flaming fuck out of here! Get the flaming fuck out of here! Fuck you! Fuck you! How many fucking times do I gotta tell you, Jagos? No fucking way! Bitch!
There you go. So that's going back, setting up when he had that thing in there, and he got another one now, and they were signing the most recent one that he had in there. People were like super chatting and signing to get their name. Widow Killer remembers, says, didn't High Pitch sit in the boat with Perry? Who's High Pitch? That's Kelly Clarkson. Yes, the one and only High Pitch did he made that horrific appearance, bro. And I had that unedited picture of his junk that we had to cover up because he literally, like, they pulled his pants down at one point and you saw his little nub of a dick there. I love you, Uncle Perry. I'm nobody. You're not my nephew, he says. All right, let's go on to the next thing they have on here. They got one more. Oh, this is Boat Talk Banshee. So this is Perry just loving even more boat talk. We're going back in the Perry vault now since Perry's not on. And this will make our way, get us kind of warmed up for the show that they're going to be doing tonight. The Chronicles of Perry Caravella with Bob and Tom. Excuse me, not Tom. Tom might be there. He was there last week. But Hollywood Jim from PCL, 9 o'clock tonight.
Perry, calm down. You fixed the camera.
Look at his face already.
Look what you did to the camera.
That chair looks uncomfortable. I think you should sit in the boat for the rest of the stream.
Never gonna fucking happen. You see how fucking big it is this way? If I move it this way, it'll take up the whole fucking living room.
I mean,
it ain't gonna fucking happen. It's there. That's as far as it goes. I'm not sitting in it.
Didn't we end up? We've been filling that boat with shit, Pecan, right? That ended up being like the garden out there on the garden, and it became like the.
No, you're not. Stop it. Stop it.
Good night. Fuck you. Kiss my fucking ass, you fucking asshole.
Listen, Perry. You're getting all worked up for nothing. There's obviously a height issue. There's logistical issues that we'd have to solve. You know, like for instance, you'd probably have to move the credenza over. You'd have to move the credenza over to get the raft on top.
As soon as he tells him he can't talk about something, he starts burping.
To sit in the boat.
You're not moving my fucking dresser at all. You're not touching my fucking furniture at all.
Why not?
You're not coming in my house at all. Go fuck yourself. Get out of my fucking business, you son of a bitch.
He's punching. Look, he's punching. What is he punching?
Get out of here. We're done. I'm done. I'm fucking done. Good night, you fucking animal.
Tiffany said my dog just ran out of room from hearing Perry screaming.
Look what you did to the camera. Fix this camera now. Look what you did to the camera.
He's so gay.
Look what you did.
Motherfucker.
He's so
Look what
gay.
you did.
Look at this. It's 150 on the gay meter.
Both talk crazy into some kind of tizzy. No, we're not done.
It didn't break.
I'm gonna go to the hospital the night after the stream.
Oh yes.
This is it.
You'd be way more.
This is
comfortable in
it.
that boat.
How many times has it been it, Pecan? It's always it. Elizabeth, it's the big one.
From the
For
Julian
real?
Honey.
Yeah, I'm going to join. I got to go to the hospital tonight because whenever he starts burping and saying he has to go to the hospital. So yeah, that reminded me of the kind of stuff that went down up there. Here, I got my pictures. Here, I'll show you again. I think I've showed these before, but we're kind of putting all these things together. So here is, let me open the picture up first. That would help. Then
I
can
do
tell
like
you
his
something.
Batman shirt though.
His Batman shirt. He is Fat Man. I am Perry and I am Fat Man. All right, let me do a screen share with you real quick and I'll show you this. There's me. There's me. Look, there's the boat in the back right there. There's me. Look how enthusiastic he was. So yeah, he thought that coming to the East Coast meant that he was going to get away from the boat, I think, P-Cunt. But yet, it was so funny to see that somebody thought to blow this up and bring it. Yes, and it ended up being up on stage with those guys. There it is right there. I ended up being the first in line to get my picture taken with Perry. There's with that stank face again. About
How long ago was that?
I want to say that was probably 2021. I'm going to say 2021 or 2022. It was when they went to Pottstown. So I smoke weed, so I have a hard time with the years. Maybe the chat can help us. I love him so much as Wavy G. Let's see. Yeah, well, let's see. Let's go back in the vault here. So one of the first things, let me see what I got here. This is when Uncle Rico, when the Bob and the Perry and the Shuley Network kind of started all coming together. I was making some clips. Wavy G reminds us that it was March of 2023. I knew somebody would have the date in there that could kind of think while they weren't doing a show and smoking weed. There you go. Thank you, Wavy G. So it's like little over 2 years ago that was already. But let me show you the first, like this, when the world started colliding, when Bob was still with the Shuley Network and all that was like normal, what we know to be normal. And then kind of the mixing with the Uncle Rico and all that kind of all got mixed together. So let's watch a couple of the videos from my vault. We're doing Perry Talk. We're in my vault though. And I'm showing you my old videos that I actually pulled for. This is like literally like one of the earliest ones I have. Let's watch this.
Hey baby doll, it's Randy. Was so fun to sit down again with the Uncle Rico guys and finally clear the air about what happened in '92. See everyone in PA. Cigarette, cigarette.
Hey Perry, can you sit up, please?
Not interested.
Not interested. Getting paid money, hand over fist, Pecan. Not interested. Here we go. Oh, the great media share.
Randy Callahan back on the Uncle Rico show today.
Great having you back, Randy. So good to see you.
Great to be here, guys. So, from your perspective, tell us what really happened in '92.
Yeah, because I got a funny feeling Perry's story's faker than my fake pool.
Well, you see, Perry entered my office white as a ghost, and I says, hey, buddy, what's wrong? He says, Randy, I'm so nervous about this next job. I mean, I don't know if I can do it. You see, he had just wrapped with Aurora Hospital, and I got him a gig on the next Christina Applegate project. So he says, Randy, when I get like this, there's only one thing that relaxes me. You got to pull out your cock and let me suck it right now.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my God. So what'd you do, Randy?
So did you let him do it?
Yeah, I went ahead and let him do it.
Fucking liar!
Perry, save your scream.
Cocksucking motherfucking liar!
Perry, save your screaming till after, please. Thank you.
And let me suck it right now.
Oh, boy, man.
Oh, my God. So what'd you do, Randy?
So did you let him do it?
Yeah, I went ahead and let him do it. He did it right there behind the curtain.
Wow, I'm not sure I could do that.
You really are a saint of a man, Randy Callahan. Truthfully, you are.
Well, I loved every one of my clients, and I would have done anything for them.
It's time for the Uncle
You
Rico
gotta track down a fucking dentist and a pool guy.
Randy Callahan back on the Uncle Rico show today.
Great having you back, Randy. So good to see you.
Great to be here, guys.
So, from your perspective, tell us what really happened in '92.
Yeah, because I got a funny feeling Perry's story's faker than my fake pool.
Well, you see, Perry entered my office white as a...
There you go. That's a little, just taking you back a little. Some of the Perry videos that I have. How you doing, Andrew?
Was that when we were on the Shirley Network?
I'm going to say that stuff probably was happening. 2023, Andrew. Yes, and Bob found a Turkish dentist all the days before the Turkish dentist and all that stuff. Kind of those good old days when all the families were chilled together a little more, I think, there, as far as the Shuley Network and Bob Levy and all that stuff. Let's see.
So did Bob have a falling out with Shirley?
Oh, yeah. Way to keep up there, Andrew. You're gonna maybe, yeah. Bob's got snot green hair. Yeah, Widow Killer. That's when my Bob was still having too much light on his green screen, and he looked like the Incredible Hulk like every episode, and I think they kind of enhanced it kind of more so, made him look like the fucking Joker there or something. Oh my God, Andrew woke like he saw a ghost. That's how he wakes up all the time. Bobby did find that Turkish dentist, and Peacock McMahon gets acknowledged from our friend Juggalette Jen as we're having fun here on Perry Talk. Let me see another video I have for you. I'll take that one out of backstage. I do have some other older videos from that era.
God damn it, loud.
Hi, boyfriend.
Let's see. My next video I have for you here.
I'd say it's a little worse than my old clip.
Really? We'll see. Don't press it there, Andrew.
Noise.
Let's talk about. How about let's go back when Bob was going to get Perry to come to Florida. He always loves that topic.
Hey, no, but I'm not doing that. You know,
No, I'm just saying we're not that stupid. That's not going to happen here. We'll figure it out before we pack up shop. That's for sure.
And Bob, speaking for myself, and yesterday, you know, we remember the old days, and we saw what was happening yesterday. It was like, oh
yeah,
I haven't seen this in a bit.
Well, yeah, I think it's stuff like that too. You know.
Yeah.
Look at us. Everybody get in here for a hug. Come on. Gift.
Sleeveless hugs.
Let's go.
No hugs. No.
BF, that's it. Let Bob move to Florida with Perry. Let's all move to Florida.
I'm not moving to Florida.
There you go. That was a quick. Let's get one more with Perry, because I know that they asked Perry to do something specific in this one. We're just having a little fun since Perry's not on this week. We're kind of getting our little Perry fix during the day, and it kind of leading our way up to tonight, where Bob will be hanging out with Hollywood Jim PCL for the Perry Chronicles at 9 p.m. East on the Levyverse. Don't forget to check that out and learn about, fill in no blanks about Perry. Now, this is Perry and Bob getting tattoos, because Bob said, hey, Perry, when I come out there, we're going to get matching tattoos together. Let's see what Perry thinks about.
Go to Endangered Wild Tigers charity.
on my body. None. No fucking ink going on my body. No fucking ink coming off my body. How much money are you gonna pay me for it, huh?
So, Bob, you've agreed to come on Ink Master with Perry.
I can't wait to come to LA, and Perry and I are going to get together and get those testicle tiger tattoos. Man, it's going to be amazing.
Don't forget, Bob, it's all for charity.
That's right, Dave. And Perry and I are both going to get them live on your show, and it's going to blow the lid clean off this joint. Truthfully, it will.
You got that right, Bob.
Off! Go fuck yourself!
Bob and Perry going to get them tattoos one day. I know it. I don't care what Perry says, but I do care what Juggalette Jen says, because she says she gave me $2. And she says, BF, have you showed Chris Abels his wrestler? Well, first of all, thank you, Juggalette Jen. Let me find my new super chat sound for user. Thank you. Thank you for the $2, Juggalette Jen. And yes, we showed him his wrestler that P Cunt made the very next day. Shawnee got a copy of it. I think I sent him the link, and he threw it in our show the very next Replayables after P Cunt showed that here on BF Live The Vibe. Yes, Juggalette Jen. Chris is aware of his wrestling character. Thank you for the $2, Juggalette Jen. Florida's nice, says Juggalette Jen. Yeah, he's all about, he doesn't like the flatlands. He thinks that he needs a place that has a mountain that he's not going to go skiing on, P Cunt, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't go skiing anywhere.
I don't know why he don't want to go to Florida. I mean, I'd rather be in Florida than Los Angeles.
Yeah, they got the earthquakes out there and the wildfires,
Exactly.
but it's too flat.
Mudslides, everything.
All that. Yes, and ooh. All right, let me see what more thing I got. Since I'm just kind of literally digging in my old Perry vault right here for you for Perry Talk today, because it's a normal segment we do, but Perry's off for a little extended period of time. So I figured it'd be a great opportunity to go back and revisit some of the earliest stuff that I pulled from back in the day from Perry when I was enjoying pulling the Perry stuff. Let me see. We got Perry Board Ball Perry, Tom B. Oh, Perry and the boys and doing Ricky. How about this? We'll end up with this one. We'll wrap up the segment with Perry and the boys. What better way to wrap up a segment or end of anything with a little Ricky Horny dance?
No, get your no.
You got Dave Navarro there. You got Jim. You got Garrett there doing his thing. It was nice seeing Garrett back out there again there, P-Cunt, because he lives in Florida now. So seeing him out there for the chili cook-off was an awesome surprise. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, I enjoyed the fact that he was on there.
Yeah. He's a
good dude.
Yeah, he is. I got to meet him in person. He seems like just the same dude as he is on air, man. But this was after a long stream.
They should have had strobe lights.
Well, that's what they did on the. They did their phone lights or the flashlight, whatever they had. There's Scott the Prop Master's plugs right there and all his links. You want to follow Scott right there. Angry Guana 112. Prop Master 69. There you go. That's a little long one. Perry and the boys. And one more I want to share with you.
I'm hoping I get a bell soon.
You get a bell so you can ring it when you need help in your room?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Dude, they don't have like an electronic version of that or anything?
They're working on it.
All right. Well, that's good. They should have some kind of call thing, Andrew. All right. Now, this is Tom. This was the same party, I believe. And this is where somebody chatted that I think they gave money and they said you get the hacky sack, whack it with one of his old boards that he used to have. I think he since sold that board, I want to say. And try to knock down the CDs, P-Cunt. That's what they're going for here. It's precious CDs.
Come on, Tom.
Come on. It is so close. Like right there.
So I might see why Perry always has a little apprehension when people want to come over to his place there, P-Cunt.
Yeah.
He might be picturing stuff like this going on.
These are fouling. You're the only one.
Look at Garrett. Garrett's like squinting and trying to get the shot. He squints every time.
You're so close. So close.
Should I butts with the tower at all?
No, that'd be cheating.
Yeah, this wouldn't be allowed in my house.
Yeah, I said that these CDs. I said he bought these 12 for a penny, and Columbia House owns these. He don't own these.
I gotta hit higher.
They so wanted to knock these CDs down.
Okay, that counts.
I'm curious of what CDs he has. It's probably like all Celine Dion shit.
It's all those bad heavy metal acts that he used to promote. Look at Perry thought he was safe, but watch, look.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Damn it! Got a little excited.
Should have seen that.
Fucking my music, you're fucking up. I'm sorry. Oh, look at all these Jerky Boys. By the way, Perry will sign Jerky Boys.
He always talks about, he must have 100 Jerky Boys, bro.
Off my fucking music. Sorry.
Excellent job.
Thank you.
Son of a bitch.
I did play pro ball.
Yo, what
Amateur ball, so.
What was Perry's reaction
Put
with
these back in the
all these
rack
people coming in?
What do you think? You can see it right there. Like, yeah. Oh, you can see it right there. He was, yeah. I'm surprised he was that far out of the room.
That's how you do it. Stop it.
Oh, sorry. I got
There you go.
Damn it.
Got a little excited. Should have seen that.
Fucking my music, you're fucking up.
So maybe that's a question you could ask tonight, Andrew, if you go over to the Levyverse at 9 p.m. Hollywood Jim from PCL, who's now hooked up with the lovely Gina Carano now that since Perry couldn't close the deal, he's a couple with her. Find out about all that. You can ask him about what kind of CDs he has there or any kind of background question you want. That's kind of part of the fun that's supposed to be going over there on the Levyverse. I almost called it the Perryverse tonight. Wow, I mixed the both. Bobby Nick says, I'd be pounding that guy to the ground if he was messing with my CDs. I know it's funny, Bobby Nick, because we cherish stuff like that, but they look at him as like kind of silly for like hanging on to all that stuff. And Tom B's thing, Pecan always is, we can easily go on eBay and replace these for $1 or $2 a piece.
Oh, yeah.
That's always his take on it. So I guess there is that, Bobby Nick.
You probably go to a pawn shop and get that.
Hey, Bobby.
Yeah.
Both Bobbies. If
you're about to get some instruction.
You're having a hard time
getting an erection. Oh, sorry.
No.
Oh.
Making the show there. Bobby Nick, we could schedule for later and or what time you think you're gonna be home? Because I'll work around you.
All right, there you go. Andrew's being flexible for you there, Bobby Nick. I don't know if maybe you'll be done what you're doing like early and you'll be available by 7 p.m. tonight is what Andrew's talking about. He's saying if Bobby Nick isn't feeling like doing the show, they can work around it. So that we'll talk about that otherwise there, Andrew. Well, there you go. So that was our little kind of midday kind of thing for all of my Perry folks in here. A little kind of look back, and it kind of connected with the old boat stream that they had last night. I figured I would show you how they brought it to Pottstown and put it all together and do a little afternoon Perry talk. Jumped into the vault. That was just a little fun Perry talk in the middle of the day. Don't forget, once again, I'll remind you one more time, the Levyverse. Tonight, that's Bob Levy's YouTube channel. Go over there. If the link's not running in the chat or if one of our great mods don't put it in there, go over to the Levyverse and you'll be prepared 9 p.m. tonight for the Perry Chronicles with Hollywood Jim PCL. But that was our daytime version of Perry Talk.
Talk. Perry Talk. Perry Talk. Talk. Perry Talk. Talk. Perry Talk. Perry Talk.
Perry Talk is what we just did on the Vibe. The Vibe is 3 hours of fun in the midday, and that's what we do. We just hang out with friends and we talk about our favorite topics that we like. Bobby Nick says, I don't know, Andrew. You guys can still go on without me, though, he says. You guys can figure that out as we go on. Happy and gay, says Wavy G. Happy gay or just gay, Perry?
Shut the fuck up.
I don't know. I get a lot of the gay, not much of the happy out of Perry.
I'm hoping Stormy is around to help produce tonight because I'm fucked otherwise.
Well, God forbid if you take a day off every now and then, Andrew. I think most people would understand because you guys do, like we always joke about how Bobby Nick is literally alone like every day of the week. Andrew does No Filter with Andrew and Friends today on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. That's the ones he knows of. About 7 p.m. tonight, you can enjoy that. And then after that, you can catch out the Perry Chronicles over there on the Levyverse. A lot of fun yet to be had in the day. Whether Bobby Nick or Stormy is there or not, we'll see him. Oh, I'm back home tonight, says Stormy. Look at that. I checked in just in time.
So Stormy.
With the sound effects, so there you go. Perry emojis are being enjoyed by Juggalette Jen, who supports me here as a member right here on the Vibe. Well, let's keep on going right here. I got some video of... Yes.
Okay, Stormy.
Oh, boy, he's about to produce again. Here we go. He's about to direct again. Here we go. Yes. Okay,
Stormy.
All right, there you go. Back home tonight. So there you go. Even if Bobby Nick can't show up or doesn't want to show up, maybe Stormy can be in the background doing all the bells and whistles like she's doing a lot of the time. All right. I do have some home video of Terry Nee from his childhood from back in the day that he sent me that I want to share with you right now because he was just a good old farm boy. This little Terry Nee on the farm back in the day. How did they do? How did they do this and get all these animals to sit still, Peacunt? That's amazing. And the swans or the geese are walking along. That's old McDonald Terry Nee when he was a kid.
Old McDonald.
Oh, there you go, holding the chicken. Yes, Andrew.
Hey, I'll be fair.
Yes.
You remember the exact show? I might try. You first met me
when I first met you.
Let's see. I know that, we talked a little bit when you were on the Shuli Network, but I know the first thing we did, we went on TGB together.
So, do you remember, like, the first, like, clip or snarky comment you had?
I can't. Would you remember? What do you remember?
So I can archive it.
I don't know, buddy. We'd have to go back and dig literally in the archives to discover that, Andrew. I'm not sure.
Yeah, like, I mean, like, it popped into my head. I'm interested when you guys first, like...
Yeah, we all got to know each other?
Yeah. Like...
Yeah. Well, I know one way you could find it, Andrew, is you could dig back deeper on my channel, BF Live The Vibe, because I think some of my early clips are just that, maybe, buddy. That's probably the first place I would start. All right, well, why don't we do this?
Okay.
I know I got some...
Do a deep dive.
Yeah, buddy. This is like an ongoing process. I think we'll discover that as we go. Let me go to this folder here because I know I got a couple of things to show you. I'm always out here looking for fun, great content to present. Why do we get stuck in that shot here? Why are we stuck in a media shot? Remove. Oh, hang on.
These jerky boys.
There you go. Put us back. There you go. All right. So now this is the proper shot that we're supposed to be in. But like I say, I love doing this show 3 hours a day, and God, you guys can tell. Thank you all for your contributions, your memberships, and just your positive vibes. And when I'm out here looking for content to do a show 3 hours a day, Monday through Friday, I find a bunch of stuff that don't fit a particular category. It's just random stuff that I have, and I throw it in a hopper. And when I got a certain amount of it, I call it Internet Shite, and I present it right now. This is BF Live The Vibes Internet Shite. That's right, folks. This is The Vibe. This is 3 hours of fun. We're hanging out with my bro, Peacunt, the Commissioner Peacunt. A lot of you know respectfully. He's the commissioner of the Wrestling League, or all these great wrestling matches that you can find on YouTube at Peacunt420. You can click on the link that's running in my chat. If you go over there, you see all these matches, Perry against Tony, Bob Guest refereeing, so many mixes, Deadful, so many of the great people that participate in the chats on these shows right here. You can find them at Peacunt420. I'm sitting here with the Human Sports Ticker, Andrew the Giant, checking in from Florida. We got Stormy handling it in the chat, letting her know that she's got no filter covered tonight for Bobby, Nick, and Andrew and everybody. So you already know that you can count on watching them at 7 p.m. Eastern tonight because of Stormy being in the chat. Right now, we're going to do a little internet shite. I love featuring this guy, this kid, Corbin Millette. All he does, he's gone viral. He just sits at home and thinks of crazy ways that he can spend money and aggravate his parents. And I like it. So let's look at the creative way he aggravates his parents today. This is Corbin Millette for our Internet Shite segment. He's replacing his parents' dining room table with a poker table. Let's see how mom and dad like this.
My parents' dining table with a poker table.
A few months ago, I replaced their table with a roulette table, but my mom hated it. Well, recently my parents were at the casino, so maybe she changed her mind.
Dude, you got a fucking poker table.
Of course, Dad loves a pecan.
This is a poker table. We're not playing Uno.
Uno.
I love it. It's awesome.
Until the mom comes in and gets shitty.
Yeah, Mom
This
did.
table right here. Dude, these are my 3 cup holders, just so you know. Between this and the roulette table, we can start a casino in the basement. Dude, you fucking misspelled your mom's name. Who else in her name? That is one thing she cannot.
Oh,
Mom's
no,
gonna
how
be more
can you
pissed
do
about
that?
you misspelling her name than this table. I can
At least
guarantee
he has a
that.
cool dad.
That's half of it. My wife has one L in her name too, and she can't stand. So I related to that. She can't stand when people. She knows that people don't really know her if they use 2 L's. Let's see what Mom thinks though.
Why? Why do we keep doing this shit? No, I don't freaking like it. God, didn't we already do a roulette table? First of all, you don't even know how to spell your mom's name? You don't even know how to spell my name?
Did I-
1 L in Michelle, not 2.
Did I misspell that?
God, first you fuck up my house.
Replacing
Oh, you fuck up the house and then you fucked up the name.
She always had that. She always has that Bam Margera's mom vibe.
Very much, very much. I think it comes automatic, the mom vibe and all. But it's funny. I don't know if I have a video in here that displays it, Pecan. But you know, he's doing this because he's picking up big dollars from sponsors and shit. I think that's what makes Mom even a little tolerant, because every now and then he'll use like a product, and Mom knows kind of how to play it a little bit. Pecan says Oscar Electric checking in. Oscar Electric.
Oscar Electric.
Good hanging out and seeing you in like kind of the on Twitter X out there doing your thing and kind of chatting it up. Stormy gets love and acknowledgement from Oscar Electric. No Filter with Andrew and Friends goes out. There's the link right there for 7 p.m. tonight. Right there, she'll be producing and doing her damn thing, hanging out with Andrew and whoever might show up. You never know. You got to tune in 7 p.m. East tonight for No Filter with Andrew and Friends. He'll do a proper plug at the end of the show. Jenny getting the fire and the love from Oscar Electric. Bob, how are you? Well, if you're talking about me or Bob in the chat, I don't know, but how you doing, Oscar Electric? Thanks for enthusiasm, my friend. Oscar gets shout out love from Stormy. BF, I watched a video where he put a hot dog stand in his parents' house last night. I'm not sure if I have that current one. You know, I think I saw that came up in my feed, and I don't know if I put it at the bottom of my feed or not. That may be a future episode of this here. Drew getting the love from Oscar Electric. Oscar Electric shouts you out, Andrew. Oh, you muted yourself? Wait a minute. There you go. I can't unmute you. You muted yourself.
Bobby.
Yes.
You ever think that the mom is playing bad guy just to be like devil's advocate for
That's a fair point, Andrew. And the money might be so good now, and she might know her role in all this. She might go, "Oh, this is where I get mad." But you've been around another women and mothers in general that they actually go there, though, right, bro? But she might be playing it up. That's cool. That's a good angle, though, Andrew, since she knows the money's coming in. Oscar Electric. Pecan acknowledges you as well. Stormy says, I had a birthday and I took a trip to New York City. Oh, shit, I didn't know that. I'm back home now and I will be there for No Filter at 7 p.m. Eastern Time.
Hey, did you happen to see one of the Brewers and Mets games?
Yeah, she might have, because I know that she's met up at a stadium before, but I bet you'll find out more about Stormy's travels tonight. She'll be back there producing. I don't know if she's going to come on camera or not. I hear her in the background a lot. So tune in tonight, 7 p.m. East, and ask your questions in the chat and see how much you can find out about Stormy's trip to New York City. That's awesome. I'm even curious what you did, Stormy. Did you go to shows? Did you go to a ball game? Did you just go to Times Square? What did you see? You have to tune in later on tonight, 7 p.m. East, over there on No Filter with Andrew and Friends, and you find out what Stormy was up to over there. All right. Well, I don't have the one with the hot dog stand yet in the home yet. Stormy says, I'll share more about my trip tonight, Andrew. I don't know if I don't have the hot dog one yet there, P-Cunt, but I knew knowing this one that our boy Corbin is trying to get on Mom's side because he's going to take his parents on a wine tour. So let's see how much Mom likes this little bit as we do internet shite. This is Corbin Millette. He famously aggravates his mom and his parents, but now he's going to take them on a wine tour, maybe to make it up to him a little bit. Let's see.
Parents on a wine tour.
My parents love making excuses to drink, so today we're taking them on a wine tour.
You really think that's necessary?
After dealing with you all week, yeah.
That's what mom has, bro.
That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, mom, she likes to put it down.
I don't even want to talk about it.
She's a bitch.
The whole thing. Slam the whole thing.
Okay, you ready?
Chug. Dad, how's it going?
Fucking sucks. I can't even fucking drink.
Oh, he must be the designated driver, bro. But they must have had to go somewhere to get on a bus, Peak Hunt, because I saw them sit on a bus. If I'm going on a wine tour, I don't want to be either one of the people driving, right?
Oh, no, definitely
Like you figure the son Corbin would have made it right, but I guess it is funny kind of aggravating his dad. Maybe they have a rule that one stays drunk and one stays sober, but they were on a bus.
I got 2 weeks.
2 weeks to what?
Turn 50. I got filter.
I said, next wine tour, I'm drinking. Your mom's staying sober.
Taking my parents on a wine
My
tour.
parents love making excuses to drink, so today we're taking them on a wine
You
tour.
really think that's necessary?
She went too
Dealing
many
with you all
places,
week?
too many things.
Yeah, I really do. What the fuck's the glass of wine gonna do for me at 10 a.m.?
Dad, how come you're not drinking today?
I don't even want to talk about it.
He's a bitch.
The whole thing. Slam the whole thing.
Okay, you ready?
Chug. Dad, how's it going?
Fucking sucks. I can't even fucking drink.
I got 2 weeks.
2 weeks to what?
Turn 50. I got filter.
I said, next wine tour, I'm drinking. Your mom's staying sober.
That's the worst, Peak Hunt, is being the only sober person on any kind of drinking event, right?
Oh, yeah.
When you're the only sober person in a room, it is a thing, bro. All right. Well, I'm sure they'll get through that. Like I said, dude is probably pulling in some mad coin to where they put up with him, and he's still living at home. The dynamic wouldn't be nowhere near as good if he still wasn't living at home. All right, Peak Hunt. Well, I just kind of came back from vacation, and Stormy, she went on a vacation or a little of sorts, a birthday trip. She'll tell you more about that at 7 p.m. tonight on No Filter with Andrew and Friends. But if you're going on vacation and you like to swim, but maybe you don't have like all the arm strength, they got something new in my internet shite segment here, Peak Hunt. This is like an underwater jetpack, bro. Check this out on Internet Shite.
This is the world's first underwater jetpack. It enables you to fly through the water at speeds of up to 3 meters per second. That's the equivalent drag of over 180 miles per hour in air. Weighing in at only 13.5 kilos, this engineering marvel is ultra lightweight and compact. It clips on in seconds. You steer with your body, so it can't force you down. You're always in control. Thrust, enabled from the handheld controller, is smooth, responsive, and intuitive. The propulsion system, patented, completely unique, engineered for power and efficiency. Battery life gives you 90 minutes in the water, and it takes just 75 minutes to recharge. Almost every component was designed from the ground up by inventor Archie O'Brien, who invested more than 30,000 hours of development. The jetpack is marine life friendly. Wild dolphins love to welcome us as we match their agility and movement. Between dives, the whole system floats, so you can rest on the surface or cruise on your back to the next launch point. You can even launch from land straight into the water like nothing else on Earth. It's strong enough to go upstream, but even more fun flying down. There's an adjustable safety limit set to 3 meters from factory, and for experienced flyers, the jetpack is engineered to reach 40 meters deep. Discover new locations and explore with confidence. This is CudaJet, a water sports revolution.
I ain't never seen no shit like that there. So I figured I would show it to you here on Internet Shite. That looks pretty cool.
Wicked.
I'd hate to, like, if you hit your head underwater or something, bro. You could hit something like a shipwreck. You go boom, then be floating down there and shit. You could really hit something a lot harder than you intended. But that's a worst case scenario. Obviously.
Yeah, you might end up with Dane Bramage.
Dane Bramage, exactly. I hate when Dane Bramage happens. All right, well, if that sport isn't your, maybe you're more of a land sport person here during our Internet Shite segment. Well, I have something for you too. If you're more of a land sport guy, maybe water isn't your thing. How about some trash can racing? Some sound to it. How about the world's fastest garbage can on BF Live Internet Shite? A Tesla going down the drag strip. It's a trash can with wheelie bar.
Woo!
See, I wouldn't mind doing that, to be honest.
Hey, you go. Right, like this you wouldn't do. If something goes wrong, you just fall off a trash can, right? I'm glad you like that last thing there, Oscar.
Plus, you got a helmet on, so it doesn't matter.
There you go. It sure does, Andrew, based on the sound and the smoke that it does, yeah.
It don't seem like it's going like super fast, though. I mean, shit, you want to go at least 50.
Yeah, maybe it's relative if you're standing in a trash can, but not super fast. All right, well, I got at least, this is 2:37, where we got like 20-some minutes left to go to keep having fun here on the Vibe, if we don't go into over Vibe, because that's what we do when 3 hours isn't enough to have the fun that we like to have. I want to show you this next piece of content. Yes, Andrew?
Could you help me put a bug in Weevy's ear that I want to be on with him?
Let's say I got to make a list. On with playables, on with the Levyverse. All right, Andrew basically wants to be on with everybody. Okay, all right, I got it, Andrew. Thank you. Yes, thank you. All right. Let's continue on here. Eventually. We'll try to get you in there. Widow Killer asks, BF, have you seen the video where Ross Creations made a motorized porta potty? I have seen versions of the porta potty racing and all. I know that you won't have no problem sending me that on the 100 Proof Podcasting Discord in the BF Live section, Andrew. Maybe we'll have that on a future episode for Andrew to enjoy. He sounds like he likes that idea, Widow Killer. But I don't have that, but I do have this cool thing, Widow Killer, and my friend Pecan and Andrew. Check this out. This is like a windmill for people that are audio only. This is like a windmill consisting of approximately, what's that? That's 8 guitars, I think. And they're all tuned to a different note, and they're being spun in a windmill fashion, and they make this sound right here. Like to hear it? Here it go. Pretty cool piece of artwork. I like that. Oop. Put that on stop and play this. And in the instantaneous nature of the world we live in, my friend Widow Killer said he just posted it in BF Live and 100 Proof Discord. So that's where I'm at right now. I got it. And since Andrew's excited to see it, I'll show it to you right now. Oh, well, it's playing twice. Like to play it? Here we go. Oh, let me open it up again. I closed both versions I had. Here we go. Discord, I'm going to play what it looks like, a little bit of what Widow Killer sent to us. There's a little bit of that porta potty racing he was just talking about that Andrew's excited to see. Oh.
Right now, yes.
Here we go.
Are you alive? Right now,
Every day my employees come in, they come in through the store, immediately turn, salute, and then proceed. If I stay on this, it'll start burning it. Yeah, look. See the smoky? Me. Next up, me.
Usually I see one station. I never seen an actor take off like that.
Oh, you never drove them?
Let's see where to go. Just start here. Here we go.
Yeah, actually.
All right, here we go, Andrew. Let's fire one up, Oscar. Let's go, buddy. I got one ready. I ain't smoked it at all today. Let's watch some people racing porta potties and hang out and enjoy this one good ride we get on this planet by smoking one. Look at it, it's just driving away, Andrew. Look. Smoke them if you got them, folks. Fire one up. Watch some silly videos. Look at dude. I would be tripping.
I wonder if it's stick to this.
Oh, shit.
You know he didn't use one with liquid in it. Oh, Oh, wait a minute. I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to make it bigger. Down the highway.
I gotta get you.
There you go, Andrew.
Oh man, I can't stop laughing, dude.
I never seen anything like that.
No?
No.
Oh, they're pretty common in Florida.
Moving toilet?
Yeah, it's a porta potty.
I know, but usually I see one station. I never seen actually take off like that.
Oh, you never drove them?
She never drove one.
Oh, can't forget safety goggles. Obviously, we gotta burn ants with lasers.
There you go. Don't think he does all kind of cool shit. But there you go, Andrew. That's what I love. Chat family giving me cool shit to see and encouraging twisting my arm to smoke one with them. Thank you, Widow Killer, for your contributions to the show, and Oscar Electric. What a great idea if you're stranded. Got a poo? Well, we'll come to you. That's right. Widow Killer says that this guy Ross lives in Florida, Andrew, so he could possibly give you a ride in it. What do you think about that, Andrew?
Yeah. As long as it don't stink.
As long as it don't stink. I think that's part of the challenge. It should stink. It should have a smell to it, definitely. I think that would make it more challenging, right, Pecan?
Yeah.
If it had to stink.
Should take a shit and ride.
Shit and ride. Do it the right way. There you go. Okay, let me see what I got going on here. I think I got some emails coming in here. Oh, that's just from Google Photos. I don't need to look at that right now. Nothing to... Oh, there you go. All right, let's continue on here with the vibe. Just checking out them emails. Don't do it, Andrew. Don't ride in it. Juggler Jen says, I've never seen anything like that, and she's laughing. Well, thank you for the contribution. I'm glad that there's people in this community, like our friend Widow Killer and Oscar Electric and Juggler Jen, and all you people that love silly, stupid shit, because that's what life is about. It's about just having fun in this way we're doing in the middle of internet shite right here. All right, let's do, I got more internet shite, but I'm trying to think, what is the one I can finish up today, and then we can have another internet shite tomorrow. Let me see. How about this one? This is always cool. Who doesn't like things that are awesome and cool? Oh, let's watch. I have a new thing I'm going to show you now, and this is my last feature I'm going to show today on Internet Shite, and this is The Hand of God. The Hand of God, right here on BF Live's Internet Shite, just fun randomness from the internet that I gather every now and then and show you in this segment called Internet Shite. It's The Hand of God.
Well, it turns out the Jumbo Jawbreaker was no match for the Hand of God. What should we spike next? Well, it turns out not even a green glass bottle from a factory was a match for
Appreciate
the
you,
Hand of God.
Glass.
What should we spike next? Well, it turns out not even a 1 pound block of butter was a match for the Hand of God. What should we spike next? Not even a 7 pound block of cheese was a match for the Hand of God. What should we spike next? Leave it in the comments. Well, it turns out not even a silver bar from a mine in Arizona was a match for the Hand of God. What should we spike next? Well, it turns out 2 giant Slim Jims are no match for the Hand of God.
Nah,
Which
Slim
one's spiked
Jim.
next? Leave it in the comments.
Yes, Slim
Well, it
Jims.
turns out not even a tub
Look at this, bro.
of
Watch this.
expired Kool-Aid was a
Damn.
match for the Hand of God. And why is it doing that? What should we spike next? 5 Mr. Beast bars versus the Hand of God. What should we spike next? Leave it in the comments.
The Hand of God. That's some cool shit, man. You see all that shit melting in there? The Hand of God, P-Gun.
Yeah, that thing of Kool-Aid was pretty wild.
What?
Yeah.
What is it exactly?
Well, Andrew, I'm just going to speculate that it's probably a big block of metal that can be preheated up to like crazy temperatures. It doesn't show any glow, but it still has that heat in it, brother. Let's watch it one more time as my dog thinks jingling is going to get me to end the show early. But it's not going to work, dog, because I'm doing BF Live The Vibe. You're going to have to wait and hold that P till after 3. Let's watch one more time. The Hand of God.
Turns out the Jumbo Jawbreaker was
I
no
eat those
match
jawbreakers
for
too,
the
bro.
Hand of God. What should we spike next? Well, it turns out not even a green glass bottle from a factory was a match for the Hand of God.
So I'm thinking what they do, Andrew, see how it's sitting on a brick, buddy? So I think they preheat this in an oven or something, and they sit it there, and they just throw shit in it, and they get us people like us to watch it.
Or it might be plugged in, too.
That could be. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know that.
Well, it turns out not even a 1 pound block of butter was a match for the Hand of God. What should we spike next? Not even a 7 pound block of cheese was
And
a match
sometimes
for
it's
the
smoking in
Hand
advance,
of
though.
God. What should we spike next? Leave it in the comments. Well, it turns out not even a silver bar from a mine in Arizona was a match for the Hand of God. What should we spike next? Well, it turns out 2 giant Slim Jims are no match for the Hand of God.
You were most impressed by this one, Pope Pecan.
Well, it turns out
There
not
it
even
is.
a tub of Kool-Aid.
Yeah, this reminds me of the snake fireworks that we used to have back in the day, where
Yeah.
you throw them out, and you burn them, and they
exactly what I was thinking too. I was like, that might be the whole snake thing.
It might be just that, but like I think Oscar Electric or somebody says, we drank this shit, or we drink
Yes,
this shit.
expired Kool-Aid was a match for the Hand of God. And why is it doing that? Which is next? 5 Mr. Beast bars versus the Hand of God. What should we spike next? Leave it in the comments.
There you go. One more time for that, because that was a lot of fun. So there you go, Andrew. That was the Hand of God. I think we did more than a few things here. I like when I got just some random shit and I just like showing it to you. I throw it in the hopper, and that's what we did just right then. And you have to tune in again every day to see when I pull it out on you again. But that was today's BF Live The Vibe. It's Internet Shut. We're hanging out. We're having it. We're not doing it at the same time because our boy Bobby Nick's taking it a little easy today. You might not catch him later on from what we learned in the chat on No Filter tonight, but you will see Andrew the Giant, and Stormy, the producer extraordinaire, has assured us that she will be there to make sure that show goes down tonight. So we got No Filter happening at 7. We got the Bob and the Perry experience happening at 9 o'clock tonight. Plenty of fun to be had as we wind down this episode with 10 minutes to go before we get to the end of hour number 3 of The Vibe right here. Hanging out with my friend P. Cunt and Andrew the Giant. Hey, P. Cunt, I know from watching Bobby Nick late night that he at least premieres at least 2 of your wrestling matches per night. It seems to be the average. Would you like to tell anybody like of any upcoming matches that you know of that you're going to be having?
Well, I have a couple in store. I might have a couple tonight that might be shown, and also have a couple tomorrow as well. I try to not to do one, every night, because you gotta have a little break here and there.
That's right. Like leave them wanting more.
So like Sundays and Thursdays, I've been trying to have it to where I because I got my work schedule and all that stuff. So I try to limit to where I want to do a match or 2. I try to do at least 2 or 3 at least. I'm not trying to do too many at the same time, because I love when when Bobby shows them and everything, and his commentating is unbelievable. I love his commentating.
It is
when he gets into it and everything. I love how he orchestrates his commentating, because he reminds me of Jim Ross a little bit.
Yeah. And he's not playing it up. He really likes what's going on. Like when he sees himself get beaten up by Jen, or he's beating up Jen, or whoever's getting beaten up, he really reacts as if that person is beating up the other person, and he does it with a lot of fun and enthusiasm. And it's very much like Jim Ross, where I say Michael Cole. He gives me a Michael Cole vibe.
True.
Kind of the way he shouts out.
It's almost like a combination of Michael Cole and Jim Ross.
There you go. So if you ever want to see those, don't ever forget to give PCunt420 on YouTube some love during those premieres. And also, like he says, if you want to hear them called in a real fun play-by-play way, you check them out when Bobby Nick is doing his thing, call them out on Late Night with Bobby Nick. So all I can say, the best way to stay tuned for any and all of this is to make sure you got your bell notifications filled in to get all of your notifications when P-Cunt throws a match out there, or when Bobby Nick goes live. That thing will be ring-a-ding-ding-ing all the time. Oscar Electric, thank you for enjoying that last segment and saying very cool. We appreciate your enthusiasm, Devil Horns. Bro, It's been more than a minute since I've seen Looney Tune Critic.
Yeah, right. I've seen him in a long minute.
And you check in with $10 super chat. Thank you, the most generous Looney Tune Critic. You have I'm assuming you're still doing your thing over here on the YouTubes and all. It's gotten so busy trying to keep up with everyone in this great community. We have many talented people out there. And I did enjoy Looney Tunes Critics shows when I like going back. I grew up on those cartoons, Peacunt.
Yeah.
On those Looney Tunes cartoons. I grew up on those. They were kind of hard in my lane, and I love those Saturday mornings. And he duplicates a lot of those on his channel with some additional commentary and all about how what went into the making of a lot of these cartoons and the animators and all. He's deep into the Looney Tunes game, the Looney Tune Critic. Yeah. I love that stuff back in the day. And so I know there's been a couple Saturdays, more than a few Saturdays, where I've tuned in on like a Saturday morning here, East Coast time, Looney Tunes, and I've caught you. It gave me that Saturday morning vibe again. So if you ever want that, thank you, Looney Tunes Critic, for the $10. He says $10 for the next 10 Minutos. Thank you. Thanks, LTC. I appreciate that, my friend. Let me find my little new super chat sound. I got it. Thank you. Whoop. Thank you, Looney Tune Critic. Be sure to check him out right here on YouTube. I appreciate the generosity. Look at that Juggler Jen getting the love. Bobby Nick kicks ass, says Juggler Jen. Tick out, says Peacunt. I am Peacunt, new subscriber. I'm in. There you go. Peacunt 420. You got a new subscriber right here. Hey, bud, I want to know if you guys saw this video that kind of went down. Did you see this video of this Ring camera with this squirrel attack on this porch?
No.
Check this out. There's going to be a squirrel and some dogs on the porch. This good old boy sitting on his porch, and then this proceeds to happen, courtesy of his Ring camera.
If he's somewhere with an acorn. Ow!
Bro.
Me. Yeah, little bastard.
The squirrel's going off on him, Peacunt. Look, he slung it.
He's attacking us.
Now watch.
He's just freaking attacking me. I'm killing him. Let's get here.
Watch, he comes back for more and gets the dogs. Look, he giving the dog some. He's trying to kick the dog and his squirrel.
Shoot the daggone thing. No, stay.
Bro, Peacunt, I've been around squirrels before. I've never seen a squirrel go off like that on anybody.
No, never. Usually they're scared when they see get in contact with other animals or even people for that matter. You know, they get scared, they run off, you know, especially in my neighborhood.
There's those simp squirrels in my pants, says our friend Widow Killer checking in here on the vibe. I'm in Peacunt. There you go. He does these great matches over here. So I'm glad, yeah, bro, I've never seen this. And I had to put this on the side. I'm like, and the fact that he slung him so far, Peacunt, and then he come back for the dogs, this fucking squirrel had some fucking intent. A lot of people point to rabies. They say only squirrels really attack like that if they have the rabies. RKO out of nowhere. Look at this shit. Watch.
If he's somewhere with an acorn. Ow! Attack me. Yeah, little bastard. Hey, fucker, get off me.
Was he going for the hat? What was he going?
Yeah.
There
must have been something that attracted for him to even attack the guy or something. I don't know.
Yeah, like the dogs were like shooing him through the porch and all. Like, here's the early part of it right here. I'll slow it down a little bit. Let's see. Let's go half speed.
Well, the dog's gonna react no matter what.
Yeah, the dogs are already messing with it. He's like, "Get your dogs off me, mister!" Look, jumps up again. Goes for the head, Peacunt.
Yeah.
Was he biting on the back of his bill of his hat? I think he's on the bill of his hat. He's slinging them. The hat comes off in the squirrel, but the squirrel hangs on. The hat goes, and the squirrel stays on. And then he slings him out in the yard, and this squirrel's like, "Oh, hell no, you didn't." He's like, "I'm coming back for more." The squirrel's like, "You ain't getting rid of me that easy. None of you fucks up." Dog tried to handle it. He must have got him.
Yeah.
He didn't know what to kick right there. That was the dumbest move yet.
Yeah.
Kicked the squirrel, but not the dog. That was crazy, bro. You hadn't seen that video?
No, definitely not.
That was crazy. That's just some shit I pulled to show here on the show as we wind down the vibe right here. Wow. All right. What the hell? Oh, it's still playing in the background. All right, guys. All right, well, it is 2:57 right here on the East Coast of the United States. That means we're 3 minutes away from 3 hours of the vibe. This has been a great, fun day. Thank you for my friend P. Kun, who said he was available to jump in today. So I appreciate you coming in and having fun and just talking about this fun, silly stuff we do today. Hey, once again, give them any last words, buddy, or give them your YouTube sites or where you like them to find you.
Just check me out on the PCunt /420 for my videos, and I appreciate everybody who watches them and enjoys them.
Good to see you, bro.
There you go. Awesome. Well, we're not done having fun at all today, folks, because like I said, it's only the afternoon. We got Andrew the Giant I'm going to bring on right now, and he's going to tell you, since it's Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, he does something special, and we know he's going to be doing it tonight. Andrew, last words and plugs.
Yeah, we got No Filter, Andrew and Friends, 7 p.m. East, 6 Central. We have afternoon chill sometimes when Bobby Nick is not doing anything, so subscribe to his channel, Bobby Nick 1978.
That's right. I'll throw that up here while you're doing Bobby Nick's plugs. I'll give you that one too. Here's Bobby Nick. Shout out to our friend Bobby Nick. This guy is on all the time. Like I always, it's not a joke when I say that whenever you turn on your computer, Bobby Nick will likely be there. Well, even Bobby Nick needs a break every now and then, folks. So you may or may not see him later on tonight from what we've learned in the chat today. Maybe Storm may be running the things more so, and Bobby Nick will take the night off. But either way, when he is there, you can catch him on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays that we know of.
I don't think he's just taking the night off. I think he's actually somewhere.
Do you think he's what? Wait a minute.
Actually out somewhere.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever the case may be, Andrew, we all do. He does this a lot, so even Bobby Nick needs a night off, even though you people might not believe that. But when Bobby Nick is doing his thing, he's doing it on Bobby Nick 1978 right here on YouTube, and on Rumble you can catch him doing In the Lounge, the Bobby Nick Show channel, and he'll be doing that tomorrow. And I have a feeling, knowing my friend Bobby Nick, that he'll be right back on the horse tomorrow. He'll be joining us here on BF Live, and he'll be doing his In the Lounge show right after tomorrow's show. Let's see, we got P-Cunt, we got Andrew. All right, so let me do my friend Scott Fitzpatrick while we're here. I'll present his little plug reel right here and let you know that Scott Fitzpatrick, if you like the Scott's Hole stuff that we normally do here, but you don't want to wait for us to fall down Scott's Hole, you can go in Scott's Hole anytime right there on the Angry Iguana 112. These are all of his locales, all of the people that he enjoys watching on the internet, and he brings them to us. You can find them in Scott's Hole over there on the Angry Iguana channel, full-length videos, Angry Iguana 112, or his personal channel, more personal channel, Prop Master 69. As far as me, folks, it's Tuesday night, so I will be, if I'm not lingering in the chat for No Filter with Andrew and Friends, I'll be kind of hanging over there a little bit, checking in as I always do. But at 9 p.m. tonight, I'm going to be definitely over checking out on the Levy-verse, the Perry Chronicles with Hollywood Jim from PCL, the Reverend Bob Levy, and we'll see who else might show up if Tom B makes another appearance again. But we won't know any of that unless you join us tonight, folks. I had to mute that so we can get all of our words, and so I muted your mic there, Andrew, for the last bit of the show. Thank you all, everybody, for joining us today. Hell, I think we made a fun Tuesday of it, Pecan, would you say?
Yeah, thought so.
Thank you for coming and helping me and make our Tuesday that much better by sharing your day with us, man. Is that a werewolf? Not exactly. That's more Andrew's roommate.
Hi, boyfriend.
That's Andrew's roommate right there. So there you go, folks. So the fun, there's just be a little pause in the fun. Hang out with Andrew tonight at 7 p.m. East with Andrew and Stormy and find out who shows up for No Filter and Andrew and Friends. And then at 9 p.m. tonight, I'll see you in the chat hanging out for the Perry Chronicles with Bob and Hollywood Jim PCL. Is Andrew's roommate okay? Yeah, I believe he is. I believe he's nonverbal, and it comes out that way sometimes from what I understand. So for my friend Andrew who's trying to talk, let me unmute him one last time. Andrew, I don't want to leave him. Yes, Andrew. No, he come on to say that. Okay. Andrew come on for one last sigh, everybody. Well, that indicates to me more than anything that Andrew is spent, folks. I think that's what that indicates.
Guys.
Yes.
Also, remember that NXT is live tonight on the CW network.
There you go. For the real wrestling fans, if you can't wait to watch Pecan videos, he's letting you know that the actual NXT is available on the CW network tonight. And I imagine Andrew's excited to let you know that because he now has a 55-inch TV hooked up that he can watch that on. Right, Andrew?
Yep.
So good luck, Stormy, keeping Andrew's attention tonight with the new 55-inch TV when you enjoy Andrew on No Filter with Andrew and Friends. So before it gets any louder and I get talked over anymore, for my great friend Andrew the Giant checking in from Florida, for my other great friend P. Cunt, I want to thank also Bobby, Nick, and Scott for the days they are here, and thank you, the chat family, because this wouldn't be anything without you guys, quite literally. I'm going to say peace and love. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. And if we don't see you tomorrow, we'll see you the next time we see you right here on The Vibe, folks. Because like we like to say, it's not bye, folks. It's just bye for now. And we'll see you the next time we see you on The Vibe. Bye, folks.
That's enough internet for me today. I am going to wash myself with holy water to get rid of all the stupidity I saw today.
Jackie Mason. Fucking Bobby's fucking funny. Bobby Grant. I gotta give it to you.
Line of the day, Bobby.
Super creative, super original. There's a show called The Vibe.